We got this.
2.
Yay!
Are we in?
What? Yeah, we're in. We're in. So hi everybody. I am just gonna figure out where that is broadcasting to, and then I'll be able to grab. There we go. Yay! You're live. This is awesome. Oh wait, there it is. I just need this one. Just need the link, people. I just need the link.
Okay.
This thing is being silly. Copy link address. There we go. Oh, that's what I wanted to do.
I guess I could retweet you if you just tweet it.
Yeah, I just tweeted that you were having some technical difficulties.
I saw. Thank you.
Nope. Hold on one second. If you are going to do the way that I suggested, you are going to have to like hop into the other one and mute. Hold on one second. You are going to do the way that I suggested. Hold on. You are going to have to like hop into the other one. There. Hi, Clicky, sweetheart. How is my daughter? I love you. I send love. This is awesome. Everybody, come here. Come play with us. Okay.
Oh, I just went to my channel in a new page, and I'll just click and mute.
You can post as many as you like. I'm posting that.
Hi, Nicole.
No live.
Oh no, my. Oh, there we go.
Love. There we go. So it will get easier, I promise. It's just one of those things. So remember to click over into the live ones, the live comments, and then you should be able to. I'm going to scroll up because I don't need to watch myself. You know what? I'm fighting a flu, and I've been trying to deal out of it because I always hate feeling like I'm like the gross one. Hey, Adrian.
Hey.
So yeah, and I put a little bit of makeup on my cheeks, and it looks like I've been like dragged through like berry patches. So it's just me being fleshed, and I'll handle it. And I have my Pix mug. Thank you, Rose. It'd be really cool. Oh, sorry, honey. Go ahead. It's your stream.
I did the thing.
You did the thing.
I did the thing. Kelly!
She's arrived. This is fantastic. So, as you've seen like a bunch of these different ones, what I generally have noticed is like the first 5 minutes or so, we kind of try to let everybody like get settled in and that kind of thing. That way we can like say hi to the ones that are OG, that are always going to be OG. Like, I love the group that we have, like our intimate little group of individuals. So to me, it's always been like you've been doing this all along. And I keep forgetting the fact that you actually haven't done one before. It just, within our group, like it feels like Kelly's done them and it feels like Adrian's done them. And at the same time, I'm like, both of those have not shown their face on like for anything. So I'm like, clearly I don't know what I'm talking about. But how is everybody? Sorry, I just noticed that my floor is uneven because, oh, see, it's almost okay this time. I am done with throwing things. It's been a day. I had to pry the end out of my camera, my camcorder, because look at this. It's broken. I broke the end of the screw into this and spend better part of an hour going, Panda probably really wants to have like a walkthrough on StreamYard, and I'm trying to pry this thing out, and I'm like dropping it, going to get sick, coming back, doing it again, going, oh my God, I just need to finish this. So yeah.
Pigs! Why are you even here? Oh my God. You poor thing.
I know. You know what? It is completely fine, honey. I promise.
Okay. You're sure?
Yes. Yeah. You guys trust me. I there's hardly anything in me right now. Like I said before, I had a packet of oatmeal, and I'm like, it has no sugar. It is like blueberry cinnamon, and there's like no extra flavor in it at all. So I had a few fresh blueberries, so I chucked them in as well. So I'm okay.
That's funny. I just got my bag of blueberries because the grocery store that's near my house is always out.
Oh,
Always.
do you have good food boxes out there?
Oh yeah.
Because like, and I'm not talking like the food bank ones. I mean, like, you go at the beginning of the month and you pay, and then like the third week you go and get the vegetables and fruit.
Oh. No, I don't know if we do that.
I know that
But there's like farmers markets.
Oh yeah, but this is for low income people as well. Like the healthcare center that I go to, well, actually, it's not just in this section; it's all Ontario. Because I remember when I was in Peterborough and when I was in Belleville and when I was all over the place, there was something like this that you go and you pay a certain amount of money, and it is seasonal. So what you're going to get is like the seasonal food that is usually around at a reduced price. So they will get like for a large box, it is $19, and a small box is 15 or 16, and that comes with 5 pounds of potatoes, 2 pounds of onions, a whole bunch of stuff like that, and then you get like fruit and veg. So you get like, I don't know, like a handful of oranges or grapes or whatever it is, but then they usually throw in an entire bag of apples. So you get that, you get like tons of stuff. And then you can get like the smaller versions. And the smaller version would be like the small little side one is just fruit or just veg. So out of that, you can get like another 2 pounds of potatoes and like more onions and garlic and all those kinds of things. So I haven't done it since last year in February. As triggering as this is, I busted my knee and had to go and get it. And that was the last time I got it because I was just like, nope, my brain's done for a while. So, where were the baked beans? The baked beans are in there. They have not been baked. There are some that have been, but none so far right now. Yeah. How much for us here locally? It is 19 for the large. I believe it's either 15 or 16 for the small. And then there's the individual ones. So like the individual small veg is like the carrots, and then yeah, because they always chuck in carrots as well. And sometimes they have chucked in like cauliflower and a whole bunch of other things. So I've been trying to get, like, I was excited because all week I've been like, once I get rid of this migraine, once I get past all of the other things that I'm doing, I'm going to be able to start filming how to make like the cauliflower things and do all those kinds of stuff. So yeah. So I've totally hijacked your entire thing. I'm very sorry. Welcome to your first stream, sweetheart. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. My neighbor wants to do some energy work on me.
Like Reiki? Or like physics? Or like Tesla? Is your neighbor named Elon?
The extent of it was energy work.
Okay.
That was the extent of the how far the phrasing went was just energy work. You know, like spiritual cleansing.
Okay, so definitely not Elon then.
Yeah.
That's whatever you choose to do. I hope that it works out really, really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she just did like for a second, she just wanted to cleanse a certain like bad energy, and she said I might feel it leave later, and I think I did in the morning.
Well, that's good. I have a lot of friends. Well, I've had different friends throughout my years that are into different levels of enlightenment. I'll put it that way. Coffee helps with energy. Yes, it is.
Sorry.
Work with me
I
now.
was laughing at Kelly, not you.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I just noticed that you were laughing, so I was like, it's clearly not something that I'm saying. So yeah.
No.
I will add though that we are still going to be doing the cook bangs. That was one of the things that Charlie and Rose and Manel and I had decided. Like I had put that out there that I would love to do cook bangs. Hi, Serenity. Hello, sweetheart.
Hi, Serenity.
Yeah, so we are eventually going to get that, but January has happened so quickly.
Right?
20 years ago. It felt like 20 years ago from this side of it. 20 days ago, I was hopping on a bus to go down to Memphis.
Wow. And I was sitting at my mom's.
Yeah. Trying to get out of conversations with Grandma.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yay. Yay. Everybody's here. Everybody's drinking coffee. Everybody's doing the thing. Awesome. Yes, I would love to see that. Can you click on that one? Do you remember how I told you, Panda?
Maybe.
Click on the live comments and then click on hers. There you go. Look at this. You've already surpassed all the training. You're good. Next time,
And I set up the email by myself.
Yes. Oh, I feel silly having.
I just Googled StreamYard. I had half of everything done.
And let me just say, you have 6 people in your very first stream. People love you, sweetheart. Seriously, you're a beautiful creature. I love you, my sweet little mortal.
I know. A week ago, I was complaining that my funny moment where I got 69 subscribers was no longer funny anymore because I had 68 all of a sudden, and then less than a week later, I had 78. Like, okay, no more complaining.
Yes, everybody sees Kenny.
He wanted to come for the fun.
That's right. You just can't understand him because he's got the thing around his mouth.
Yeah. So this morning, I was looking at the bus time, and it's a small town, so the bus only goes up the hill every 2 hours. So I'm like, oh, cool. Then I can go up at 10:30. That's an hour and a half from then, so I could have shower, food. So I was like, oh, I'm hungry. No, I'm not. Oh, I'm hungry. No, I'm not. So I finally made this little wrap with just eggs and turkey bacon. And then I was like, well, if I eat it really fast now, because the bus is here in 15 minutes. And I'm like, okay, so I'll just put it in this little container and I'll eat it at the bus stop. So we get there, the bus is going to go in 5 or so minutes so I can eat it and it's totally fine. But then this guy is he's just really extreme, right? And he's just hey, do you know if there's a community services around here? Da, da, da. And I'm just up the hill. And then I have a mouthful of food and he's like, oh, I just don't want to get lost and stuff. And I just I was thinking in my head, I just gave you directions. Walk up the hill 15 minutes and it's the yellow building. I pointed at the hill. And he's yelling. I'm like, you're yelling at me and I'm eating.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I know it's not a threatening situation, but it was not sitting good with me today.
No.
I was like, this is my eating time. And it's like you're yelling at me. I feel like you're yelling at me.
Projecting so loudly.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Did you see that? What Nikki was saying? My sweet little surrogate daughter. I will say that I absolutely love this entire. I know. Can you click on it? That was.
I was already on my merry way to doing it.
Yep. I love our little chunk of the multiverse. Like seriously, like I realize that we all met for different reasons. Two, to be precise right now, because I can count that high. But yes, I love the fact that this has turned into so much more. And yeah,
Yeah. Something I'm really happy I said when I was interviewed for Connor's documentary.
yes,
So
I was going to ask you about that, so you can tell everybody about that.
So that's a thing. So I'll tell everybody about it. But one thing I said was how amazing and supportive and welcoming the community is. And I'm really glad I said that because he pointed out that people can get sucked into fat acceptance to feel like they have allies.
Yes.
All right. So as you might know, Connor has a documentary on Amazon and many places called Fatopia. Now, I really want to see it, and I've seen the trailer, but I haven't seen it yet. But he contacted me and said that 2 people recommended that he speak to me. And I know them, they're friends of mine. And basically, there's this subsection of fat acceptance people that call themselves the grandmas. So I had a run-in with a grandma, Gary, and that escalated to harassment and theft of my photo on Instagram, and just a lot of fake accounts coming to my profile to harass me, to try to harass my boyfriend. Just a whole big thing. So I sent him a bombardment of screenshots, and they were just the tip of the iceberg. But the reason she struck me first off is her first video I watched is "You're Next, Michelle." So it was threatening Michelle McDaniel's channel.
Right.
And I watched it. I left a long, kind, intelligent comment explaining, like, Michelle's not trying to do harm to anyone. Maybe just leave her alone. She's just an informative cosplayer, having fun, making informative videos. She's a fitness person, and she's not doing harm. Like, her titles are clickbait, and that's about it. That's not a crime.
No.
And oh my god, it's like, oh, excuse me? I don't think we're talking about the same Michelle, and I don't know why you're still commenting on my stuff. And I'm like, McDaniel, yeah, we are. And like, I don't even know what I said yet next, but it's like, my brain is just like, this video is a threat. And by the looks of it, she's responsible for getting Alan Roberts, his Instagram, removed.
Okay.
Like, she's either directly responsible or partially responsible.
Okay, so I just want to pause right now for anybody who doesn't know. I don't even have Instagram, and I'm like completely up to date on this part, which is wild. But Alan Roberts from Every Damn Day Fitness, he had a group of individuals riot against him on his professional Instagram because of the fact that they didn't like what he was saying because it was the truth. So he had his several year Instagram removed, and it, as of now, it's still not back, which disgusts me that people are allowed to say things and twist the truth, and Instagram knows better. Instagram knows better, but they still allowed them to win. So as of right now, I know that he's been using like his own personal one, and he's like, I'm not going to give up because what they're doing is harming other people. They're harming themselves and other people. So I didn't mean to like bandwagon that, honey, but I just wanted to,
No,
if
no.
anybody didn't know.
That's a really good thing to add. And that's why I did it. Before my initial response was, I want this over, I want this done, I want nothing to do with these people, this woman, and I was just, but when Connor approached me, or when I knew he was about to approach me, because one of my friends said, Connor will be approaching you soon, I was like, I'm gonna do it.
That's awesome.
And I did that last week on Friday.
Yay. So can you tell us what it is that you did, or are you waiting for it to come out in the next part?
I definitely am waiting for it to come out for everyone to see, and then they can see what was said. But I explained pretty much the same story about Michelle,
right?
And finding her, and then she came over and harassed me. And the reason that she did that was because I was bored or just curious one night, and I went in to see if that video was gone, and it was, thank God. But then she had a new video, and it was called something like Alan Roberts Confessions. And then she turned in the camera and she goes, "Hi, my name is Alan Roberts, and I'm a sexist, and I'm homophobic, and I'm racist.
And welcome to slander. Welcome to libel. Welcome to a lot of litigious things that you just did wrong.
Welcome to the world of consequences.
Oh my God.
For actions."
Yeah. I for the other Canadians that are in here, there is, I can't remember which one. It might have been Margaret Atwood. It could have been David Suzuki. I have no idea who it was. I know at one point it was a celebrity that we have in Canada who said freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequence. In the States, people can add the words "I believe" at the beginning of something, and then they can actually not be liable. In Canada, "I believe" is not good enough. You better have proof, or you can get in a lot of trouble. Somebody posting that kind of thing is ridiculous.
And she's bullying and harassing commenters, no matter what their stance is, no matter what their argument is, no matter what they say.
And I realize that we're not going to get into EDs tonight or anything like that. Like, I want this to stay like a fun-ish, positive, as much as possible kind of live for you. I will go so far as to say that people who get upset for people who do the before and after pictures, that's one of the hardest things for me to wrap my brain around. Like, why do they feel the need to shame other people based off the fact that they themselves don't have a before and after picture? It boggles my mind.
No, yeah, I spoke a little bit about that. Because basically how I started the story was how I even came across Gary's channel. And that was, I made my makeup video. It's called Get Ready With Me, and my take at health at every size. Now it's renamed now to just Get Ready With Me.
Right.
Because I just was like, I'm not going to project this so outwardly, but I might go back and change it now that I even remembered that. But I posted it on Instagram, and all I hashtagged was Alan Roberts and F your beauty standards. Yeah. I didn't hashtag fat acceptance because I didn't even know that was a thing, hashtagging it. I didn't. And she came and commented, Alan Roberts is a B word, a hashtag, and then another hashtag, Alan Roberts is no beast. So I went to her Instagram, and of course it was privated, but she had her YouTube link, and the rest is the rest.
Right.
And she threatened me practically in comments saying, just go in your corner, do your little thing, celebrate your weight loss with the rest of the world because they'll celebrate it with you, and don't post fat hashtags, and don't do this, and you won't be bothered. Because basically, when I pointed out you're bullying and harassing commenters, she's basically saying, oh, by saying that I'm playing victim. No, I am telling you the truth.
It must get so exhausting being in their heads.
I don't even know.
Like, how do you tie Velcro shoes with that amount of crazy? Like, I have a lot of crazy, but seriously, somebody needs to figure that one out because I'm just like blown away. I don't know. I want to go on Instagram, but it's obviously not going to be my old one because my old one, which I have not shared with anybody, it has a lot of stuff in it that I won't ever be able to see again, like my cats. And I'm not ready to share that part of doxing myself. But I've debated, like I actually created an Instagram like 2 years ago. And yeah, in August of 2018, I guess, when I made this new Twitter. Yeah, I think I verified it and that was it.
Oh, okay. First, before I click on this one, I would love to see those.
Yes.
I'm excited to see those, Serenity. Yeah. And now.
Adrian rocks. Seriously, like, yeah. But it like, I've tried to think. Okay, so I actually haven't told anybody, but part of the whole what I got away from stuff, as far as like only one side of it was like my abuser, but
I'm gonna turn this off because I don't know who Matt is and I don't know why he's messaging me, hey cutie, but I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, keep walking, buddy. She's got love. It's all good. It's all good. Just keep on working. The individuals predominantly who were mostly on Instagram and Facebook and stuff, they were very, very Haze oriented. And to the point where I don't usually feel like other people can push my moral compass. And I openly let them push my moral compass. And I feel disgusting because for a small frame of time, I actually walked that whole Haze thing. And I'm like, I am so freaking ashamed of that. Like, that to me is a human regret that is on my life. I
wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, I didn't know about any of this stuff until almost a year after I started my weight loss journey, but I probably would have been like, oh, Tess Holiday, yay. I don't know.
See, and yeah, she's another one that she knows that she's putting not only wrong information, incredibly harmful information out into the world.
The thing that got me the most was in that one of Swolenormous's videos, she's slamming a donut and it's hashtagged whatever. Yeah.
Okay, so Alan had a video of the clip where Tess was on Cosmo and then she was getting into it. First of all, don't be barbaric like that. If you're going to eat cake, don't start from the middle. Like, you know what? Yeah, just don't start from the middle. Because anybody who has any level of any kind of disorder, no matter what, is going to be like, why are you starting in the middle? And it wasn't even like the perfect middle. It was like a little off to the side middle, like she was eating her own crotch or something like that. And I'm like, Freud would have such a field day with this. And sorry, people, I just made you go to a really, really, really dark image. So sorry about that. I totally understand if Hannah wants to block me now. I love you very much. It's been great. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, that was it. The cake from the middle. That was it. That was the line.
I love that question. Thank you so much, Serenity.
Yeah, that's why I put it there.
You know what? You're right. Thank you for giving me a different perspective. I do appreciate that because it honestly has. Thanks, Bex. I'm leaving.
I was about to say bye. Oops. Have a good one. See you next time.
Take care of yourself.
I'm not well.
Neither am I. I do appreciate that perspective. Like I've looked at a lot of things in my life that I've taken responsibility for. I've given, like Panda and I, we're not going to go into it tonight, but both of us have a very dark past. And there's a reason why her and I have connected the way that we have. And we don't need to say certain things for us to have certain things said. I guess that's the easiest way of putting it. Like, one word can be enough for us to understand what else is there. I guess that's my little, like, I'm bragging because I keep my panda. But yeah, like I love the fact that one of the best things of this is, even though I'm older than a lot of the people here in the like empowerment corner, hater nation, whatever you want to call it, there's a lot of people who are younger than me, but I'm still learning like every single day. And if there's something that I can glean from somebody else on how to be a better version of myself, it does not matter what birth time they had, what birthday they have, anything like that. It doesn't matter where they are in the multiverse. If I'm going to learn something from them, I'm going to appreciate it. And I will openly state that Panda and I I love this girl. Like, I love her to pieces. If I could have had her as my own, happy mom. Like, I'm really, really proud of how far you've come. And I know that we've got a really long walk ahead of us, but you have walked so far.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean,
literally.
Literally, like, I was doing like 2K a day, 5 days a week for like months last year. Like, that's, oh my gosh, that must be so much. If I could walk 500 miles. Okay, I just wanted to put something out there. Yes. Yesterday, I had a long day and I ended up not sleeping from like Wednesday night to Thursday. So I fell asleep at noon. I slept for 5 hours. I was up till midnight, and then I slept for 8 or 9 hours. But I'm still a little tired. So if I'm yawning or anything like that, it's just because my brain is trying to get oxygen, or however the science of yawning works. I don't know if it's actually a thing that people yawn when they're bored, but I'm not bored.
No, it's actually your brain is trying to get more oxygen so it can stay awake.
I was right then. My brain does need more oxygen. Yeah, I feel drowsy, so I definitely know that I'm just a little off balance. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever like needed sleep, but then they only got a bit of sleep, and then they needed sleep, but then they got a bit more sleep, and then they're just a little off balance because their schedule was one thing and now it's another, and it's like, ah!
So meanwhile, everybody's in here and they're talking, and I'm just commenting back and forth. Everything's good. Yeah. So I'm sorry for making your makeup compromised. I purposely did not wear mascara just in case. I compromised my own because, I mean, let's face it, everybody, it's been like what, 34 minutes and I haven't cried yet. What is going on? Like, have I turned into a robot? Like, what is happening right now? So, yeah, everybody likes to. I can't remember who it was. There was somebody that used to be like, oh no, the waterworks are coming. And it would just be like a little thing that I would see. And then the next thing I would see is like, and then I would get all like choked up and they were like, haha, called it. And I'm like, I don't know who it was that did it, but it was like two separate ones. And if it was Adrian, then I totally accept that. If it wasn't Adrian, I totally accept that. I'm just putting that out there. So, oh, my cheeks are so red and hot. Like,
Nah, that happens to me too. What the frig am I itchy?
I was gonna say ass crabs, but that sounds really bad.
In my inner elbow.
I love that you're just like
I think it's just the material of this shirt and it's long sleeve. And I actually, this is really interesting, but my whole life, since I can even remember, since I was like 9, I've been so overweight or morbidly obese that I've never worn long sleeves. Like short sleeve, tank tops, t-shirts in the winter all the time. Because my theory is when I'm outside, I can wear 2 sweaters and a jacket, you know, like, but like when I walk, I'm boiling hot. When I'm inside, I'm like moving around, I'm fudging, boiling hot.
You can swear, honey. You can swear. Because right now you've got 79 subscribers. So when they monetize this later on, don't worry about it. It'll be so far in the past. Like, I'm not saying that you won't have 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully you'll have them like very soon. I'm just saying like it will be one of your past videos. So they're just going to monetize it when it goes.
What? What's local bottom?
80 actually.
What?
Yeah. Serenity, thank you. You've got 80 subs now, baby. Yay. One for her, one for her. I love my girl.
My place is I've shouted out giving a house tour when I hit 100. I thought I would have more time.
What I love about her place is we, like Kelly and I and Panda, have a sweet little private chat, and the pictures that you've shown us privately, I'm not going to go into detail. Like, there's some really, really cute pictures though. And I'm just like, I'm so glad that we get to see that, because nobody else gets to see that side of you. And like the super incredible, like, design woman that you are. And just like, you've got this tiny little shoebox. I understand. And at the same time, like, everything is being utilized in such a beautiful way. And like it's kind of like Hello Kitty hippie, like. And for me, my whole aesthetic is like industrial steampunk hippie thing as well. So like I've got the giant mandala that I don't even think anybody's seen it yet, but actually maybe I can do it this way.
Oh, I have 5 likes.
Why can't I? No, I can't do it. I apparently do not know how to use a mirror.
I'm laughing with you.
I know. Okay, I'm going to be reminded of this moment all the time. So one of the things that I'm planning on doing is, this is not going to stay as my permanent setup, I don't think, because I'm guessing that I'm probably going to want to have that as my backdrop. I love that so much, but at the same time, like, the boys are here. I get Pharrell and Juggy over there, and I'm like, everything fits here. And I really like that.
I fiddle, so if I look down,
It's all good.
I'm moving my pearl necklace like this, and then like this, and then like this, and then.
I like to draw and stuff, do things. So I've got like special things that I'm making.
I'm going to be an artist again. I'm going to draw, like, I don't know, all the time.
If I can make a suggestion, if there's something that you have never tried to draw before, get a book, even if it's like one of those little small ones, like the Studio brand from like Dollarama. If you get one of those and draw it every single day, you will note it, like put the date on it, and every single day, like if you're drawing a stickman, then that entire book is just of stickmen.
That's interesting about yawning and serotonin.
Yes.
I want to find out more about that.
There's a really cool website. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's called Google.
But yeah, thank you, Serenity.
Yes.
I saw before. I was just like trying scatterbrain, right?
That's awesome. I'm so happy for you, honey. Oh yeah, she was showing it. How many streams have you been in mine? 2, right?
1.
I why am I thinking 2? Because I wanted you guys to be on another one. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes. I remember way back October, something happened to me that week or weekend, and we were like, oh, let's do a live stream soon. Oh, sorry. All the Morgan stuff happened to everyone.
Yes.
So we were both kind of in the same idea of like, okay. Yeah.
And yeah, trust me, I was not proud of myself that day, but I was so done with all of it. There's so much more that has happened that, you know what? I said my piece, dragged her, put all the information that I was going to share out loud on there, and she created her Stan account just to like, you know what? It's fine. Her and her little delusion are fine. They better have a damn good life because it's not going to affect me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Like as far
I've that's what I'm thinking about some people, you know, you can go be away from me and I'm going to move on. And that's even multiple people actually. Funny enough, my ex best friend / manipulator / mental abuser, oh, she's really trying to jimmy her way, and she's being nice to my boyfriend. She's asking to take me out for coffee. Like, yeah, sure.
What's the ulterior motive there? Oh my goodness.
To get back in. Yeah. She dumps me over and over and over again. And the better I'm doing, the more desperate she is for me.
Of course.
And oh God, I don't know how many. Oh, I almost doxed myself. I don't know how many people from my community will ever come on here, but her boyfriend has given creepy vibes to me, right. And suggest like jokes about basically jokes to my boyfriend saying, oh, we should swap. We should do swaps.
Okay, so that speaks more to the fact that she is very insecure in her relationship. The fact that she's also a raging douche nozzle, that she thinks that she can manipulate her way back into your heart. And ew.
She has some kind of place in my heart, but there are things I know behind the scenes that I'll never breathe about.
Right.
And I cannot be a part of that toxicity.
Nor do you need to. Like, I think that a lot of times we get that mindset of, well, they apologized. Like, it doesn't negate the fact that it happened. Like, whatever it was, or whatever douchiness has happened.
How many? I can't even count. There was so many things. I remember one day she just, when we were like fighting, or like she blew up at me or they blew up at me, she said something along the lines of, your boyfriend's going to leave you. if you keep acting this way. And all I was acting was like somebody who is being gaslit.
Right.
And in fact, the crazy thing is she built the relationship on, oh, all my best friends in the past have been so abusive towards me. That's why I love you so much, because you're so nice. And you would never be like, oh, I'm prettier than you, or I'm the pretty friend, or make jokes like that. And I'm like, yeah, I've had so many friends or best friends that were like, oh, I'm the pretty one. Like, that's happened to me too. So, like, it's not only like sneaking our way in with relatability, but with like, you know, saying the opposite basically. So, like,
Right.
yeah, gaslighting. And they spoke a lot, they complained a whole crap load about like exes they've had that are abusive, that were always gaslighting them. The funny thing is, they were the reason I even know what gaslighting was, and not because they were gaslighting me, but because they were always complaining about being gaslit.
There are levels of gaslighting that,
Or
yeah, and I don't even have proper words for that one, because that type of person will never ever see themselves as anything but the victim. Doesn't matter how
yeah,
often or what they do, they're
oh
always
yeah.
the victim.
And then they would start talking about, I won't say what, because that is, you know, I still have my morals. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna, even if I'm angry or whatever with someone, it's like, you know, confidence, you know,
Yeah.
private confidentiality and all that. They just started going on long tangents about childhood trauma, about, like I said, like the exes or like the or other uh things, and it was exhausting. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I gave them the benefit of the doubt for like too long, really. And I was like, oh, they're just, you know, going through this, and like they have an issue with their housing situation. So like they're just, you know, really stressed. And like I have a hard time when I'm really stressed. And it's like it's always something and everything all the time, no matter what. And, you know, as additionally saying, oh, also along with, oh, your boyfriend's going to leave you, there was my boyfriend, we got into a fight once, and they said, you should leave your boyfriend, he doesn't treat you right, and like started saying all these things. And then they tried to get me to break up with him, to be in a three-way relationship with the two of them, and move away from here and go live with them down in the interior.
Okay, so a polyamorous relationship, so that you're not in control of your own life, your own
And
respect.
I'm in a place I've never been to,
Exactly.
living.
That was the like.
Scary to think
Yeah,
about.
and
What if
manipulative.
that happened?
I'm first off, I'm really sorry that somebody treated you like that. Like, that's just wrong. It really is just wrong, and that speaks again to their non-character. Like, they're deplorable. The fact that you're able to rise up above that, though, really shows a lack of wanting to bend over to everybody else's whim. Like, you are actually doing the thing. Like, you're actively participating in your own life and not allowing somebody else to call the shots. My aliens are abducting me a lot tonight, apparently.
Yeah. She she reverts back and forth between uh showering compliments, and then giving none, and then giving the opposite of compliments.
Yes.
Insults.
Yeah.
So she does all three. But last time I saw her, and she actually came by because somebody needed to meet with me, and they're mutual friends, and they thought it would be all right to ask her to come by. So, you know, she knows where I am. She knows where I'm at, and it's not the biggest end of the world deal. Like, I don't think she would do that again, like without, she knows I would want like the notice, or no, she doesn't know. Anyways, I was getting dressed, but I felt like she looked at my body. I felt like she, either in an attraction way again, or in an envious way again, or both.
Right.
I don't know. I felt it. I'm trying to post. There it is, finally. Yeah, vampires.
Yeah, the emotional vampires. That's one of the
I'm
things.
waiting for it. They feed on negative. Yeah. I was walking with my boyfriend. I said the same thing. I said they're wanting to vampire again.
Yeah. And for people, like, I don't know whether or not everybody else has heard of that. Sorry.
I was like, what the hell? Sorry. It's glue. Sorry. I thought it was my hair. It's hot glue. Okay. Oh. Back. Sorry.
So what I was going to say is, for anybody who doesn't know what an emotional vampire is, there are individuals in the world that we feed off of how we can heal other parts of other people. We get classed as empaths, which I'm completely fine with. I love that title. There are the three parts that I've mentioned before, like the project, the property, and heroine. I've been told numerous times, and what?
Sorry, no, I didn't, Adrian.
I could see how it could have looked like that when you were like holding it up. It might have just been like this.
But it looked like a hair, but it was like glue, and I'm like, what the heck? And it's from my crown. I make them, so
that's awesome. Yeah, so basically it's somebody who they want to be around you because you make them feel better. Mm-hmm. And it's not even by words that you're saying. It is like, for instance, like if I was to be an emotional vampire to Panda, it would be, oh my God, I'm so happy that you're here. I've had the absolute worst day. I can't even get through this. Like, just don't ask, okay? Just don't. Why aren't you asking? Do you not care about me? Like, what's going on? Like, it's been 3 whole minutes. I like, are we not friends anymore? Like,
and then when I go on holiday and she doesn't message the whole time.
Yes.
Oh, I come back and then she's just like, oh, I was busy with school. Oh, okay, good. Okay, good. Because they make you hooked on them.
Yes. And that's
but you're always okay with their shit, their stuff. And you're just like,
you can say shit.
I know. I'm trying to get in the habit. I don't know. I don't want to like trip the algorithm or do. I don't know.
No, you're good, honey. You're good. Oh, hi, sis. Yay. My sister just arrived.
Sydney! All of the sisters.
All the sisters. All the kids, all the grandbabies. My grand nephew, uncle, child, whatever. I have a guinea pig who's a grandbaby, surrogately. So yeah. Hello, sweets. So yeah, basically what I was saying is you just get to the point where you are drained. Like you're like this person, even just the name coming into your head is like, I need to lay down. Like everything about this person is just so exhaustive.
I was sleeping 12 hours a night, like almost the whole time I knew them. Like I remember 1 month they actually stayed with me for a couple of weeks, and I got my period and it wouldn't go away for a month. And the day they left, the next day it went away. Wow. I mean, I had other issues like that after, but that was like, it was like triggered.
And people don't like, it would be good if I finished a sentence on your stream instead of all the other times that I go to say a sentence and I'm like 18 sentences later, I finally get a period in. the amount of physical, like the physiology of somebody who is that draining, like there have been so many studies done to prove that stress does physically affect you.
Oh yeah, my hair is still falling out. And my vitamins are fine, so it's probably not weight loss.
Mine is always thin and fine. I've always been able to see my scalp, and it's always been incredibly depressing.
I Dranoed my tub with Max Drano, and it's still not draining.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna do it one more time, and and then at least I can tell my manager I've done it.
If you get at Dollarama, they have those like strainers that you put in. I would
Yeah,
I got
I'll
a
check.
12-pack.
I'll check AliExpress. We don't have Dollarama. We don't have anything.
How do you guys not have Dollarama on that end of the country?
No. On my island. I'd have to leave island.
Oh, right. Never mind. Sorry.
Ferry to the city. Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly was so pissed because the other day I walked downtown and there is a sign that said plastic surgery. And I'm like, hold up. You have to get helicoptered off island if your appendix bursts, but they'd be doing plastic surgery. I was outraged. And then my boyfriend was like, well, I mean, if they're only doing Botox, they don't need a surgery. Like, they don't need a surgery room. What? An operating room. They don't need that. I'm like, oh yeah, all right. Fair enough.
Adrian was asking me a question, so I was just answering him. And oh, honey, you did Herbalife? Oh my God. Okay. So I'm just going to put this out here. No. Anybody who ever comes and asks me about joining an MLM, I will very kindly walk you through why you are wasting any effort on something you should never, ever, ever have to pay to join a job. Ever.
Yeah, I was approached again by somebody with Herbalife, and I was just like, oh, cool. And I'm like, I really hope they don't message again. I've like learned to like I've been standing up for myself more, but I mean sometimes when it comes to messages, it's like sometimes there's just maybe a few too many that you're just like at that point you don't want to. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, because I remember recently I got another DM from a guy and it was like, I'm single. How about you? And I just go, nope. How old are you? Question mark. No response from me. Like none. Like that's just crickets.
Chris Hansen would like to know why you want to know that. That would be my To Catch a Predator. I end up watching like the Crime Watch Daily. I would respond to somebody that asks me my age. First of all, I'm probably older than them. Second of all, I would be like, do you want Chris Hansen's home number? Like, is there a reason why you're looking for an age? Like, what age line are you going for? No, To Catch a Predator. Keep on walking. So.
Yeah, that's another pretty good point.
Yes, they do, Kels. That's why I got away from mine. Well, it's a long story. That's a long story. Some other time, I promise. And sweetheart, I really hope that you do get some. Everybody just please, whatever it is that you believe in, whatever vibe you can send.
Is that you? Oh my God.
Clicky, if that's you, I'm just going to have to say, you and I are going to have a discussion about where Oliver lives. That's all I'm putting out there. And I also want to apologize because at one point I was messaging Nicole and Sydney at the same time in my DMs. And it had been like a few hours and I didn't realize it. And I clicked into Sydney's and I was like, blah, 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 how is Ollie? And she was like, who? And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. I felt so bad. So yeah, Nicole, if I ever call you Sid or Sid, if you see, It's not because I see you two as one. Like it's not that. It's just I don't know why, but for some reason I put down Sid's instead. Yeah.
I found the viewers, and it's 7, and it's my favorite number.
Whoop whoop whoop. That's fantastic. I'm so happy. I like, and you just literally passed your first hour. Yay!
I was up at the grocery store and I was just like, oh, the cuteness, went straight at these fluffy unicorns. And then I was like looking at the tag, looking around, like where's the freaking price? And then my boyfriend kind of moves it a little and he's like, oh yeah, it's right there. And I just look at it and I just walk away and just go, whoa.
There's my entire budget.
$25.99.
That's my entire monthly budget.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what I bought though? Like I bought a 2.4 kilogram bag of blueberries, mayonnaise, and 2 bags of brown rice pasta, a bag of rice chips, and a little wafer like treat bar thing for another time that was like on sale for $1.
Right.
And all of that was $25. Like that was one unicorn.
Exactly. Yeah, and that is something that I am looking forward to having this conversation with you about because
And coconut water. Sorry.
and yeah, like coconut water is a really good thing. The whole idea of the poverty brain, like that is a huge thing that most people don't even take into consideration.
Yeah,
like I'm not gonna like dox anything in any way. I am on disability. Nobody wants me to be working right now. Me working online is enough. Me trying to get my own YouTube channel is enough. Trust me. Yeah.
oh my god, I have to put this one up.
Yeah.
I guess it's a little slow once you go over to the.
Yeah, it takes a little while to click in. So as soon as that's why I like having both chats open.
Okay, it's gonna come up.
I love it. The mayo and the blue. Yes. Okay.
I was thinking it's the weirdest grocery haul ever for sure.
And I understand because I don't even know how many people got involved in that whole like peanut butter and dill pickle thing. It was a whole thing, and I was in. Bye, sweetheart. Love you, Lawrence. Take care of yourself. Mwah. Goodbye, honey. That sucks. I hope everybody is nice to you tonight. Serenity, that would be fantastic. And
yeah, I could help.
Now your Panda's here. She can give you the walkthrough. She's an old pro. She's been on for an hour. Like things are working. She's just got all the kicks.
I don't want to brag, but I guess I've heard it's not bragging if it's true. I've always picked up things easily.
Yeah.
Lots of things.
Oh, I missed part of what you said. Sid, what? Oh, Betty and Peggy Lowe. I'm not sure. My mom went to school with them. They are twins. Betty had her husband. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Huntsville, Alabama. Okay, so there's a thing. Yeah, she probably has, and I'm just like not even in. Whole bunch of sentences right there. All I'm gonna say is, sis, I'm really sorry that I've like missed that conversation. Yeah. Positive about yourself isn't bragging. That's exactly it.
I know, I was actually waiting for it. There we go.
Okay, so this is one thing that I'm going to actually ask everybody. What is something that you know that is positive about yourself? I want to see other people's reactions, and I want to actually I want you to come up with something new as well.
It's actually hard just to pick one thing, and that's
Well,
gonna make me cry.
pick 2 things or 3 things or 17. It's your stream,
Okay. I'd like to think I never give up.
right?
I'd like to think that I'm really creative and actually create beautiful things. And since I'm obsessed with 3, 5, and 7, I have to pick a third thing.
Mhm.
So the third thing is I'm like empathetic and like care about people, and the way I care about people is a positive thing about me.
My doctor is in prison. Oh my goodness.
Aw, I have too many. That's so sweet.
I love the fact that people have too many. Like, even just the first one that came into your head. I will say that I think that one thing that I am incredibly good at is my insane amount of patience for me trying to explain to somebody how to do something. I will wait until the like dinosaurs come back again kind of thing. I will sit with somebody for hours, literally hours, and walk them through how to do basic things. I've always been really, really patient when it comes to that kind of thing. Like, nurturing is where I have a forte. Like,
I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer, but it definitely really sucks how the strongest, most beautiful people in the world are always like targeted by bad people.
yep, because they see kindness as a doormat. So,
Well, that just shows where their minds are at.
yes.
That says way more about them. I like that one. I'm gonna put it up.
Yes. And I will, like, I'm not going to dox her. She knows that I will always speak kindly about Hannah. What her words, the gravity of those 5 words. We're going to get into this as a competition again. Okay, we're good. We're good. We have this thing going on where we're both like, no, I love you more. No, I love you more. I'm pretty sure right now I love you more. The amount of resilience that it takes to be a mom of a child who has had cancer their entire life.
I can't imagine.
That, like, there's like, my respect for Sydney is beyond next level. Like, I respect the bariatric team.
Okay, sorry. I pulled out my earbud because I was trying to go like this and say my respect for her is so high I can't even reach the highest high, and then I yanked out my earbud.
Yeah. I don't remember saying that, Adrian, but I will class that as a delusion and I will walk away from that. I will just say that, yeah, I have no idea when I said that. Probably had something to do with makeup for the wedding, or no, actually I do remember it was something the last one, wasn't it?
But beauty's not about makeup.
No, it isn't, but I
Beautiful
actually
person.
I feel like I will say that I know how, I don't know how to be superficial. Like, there is no superficial bone in my body. Like, there's not an atom or a cell or anything that is in me that is just like, oh yeah, let's just be fake as fuck. Like, sorry, it's
okay.
I'm saying it to you, and then I'm like, oh my god, she's gonna be like,
and then I'm like, no, because it's okay.
It definitely is okay.
I think I've been trying to instill it like a habit.
Right.
Yeah.
And generally, I don't swear in a professional setting, like going to the doctor.
See, I'm a sailor. Like, I'm the sailor's sailor.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to practice as I go.
I also sat in a truck, a semi truck, for 2.5 years plus. So I learned things in North America, driving around in North America. Well, I wasn't. I was in the passenger side the whole time, or else in the bunk. Um, yeah, there are a lot of words that are said over the CB, and not all of them are nice. And there are things that people in Alabama say to one another that end up being finished in a county lockup for the night. And then the cops bring them back in the morning so they can both get in their trucks and then go back again. I'm like, so funny. Sorry. I just realized that, yeah. Taking advantage of them. Yeah, they are.
So I hope y'all are patient with me because I had the opportunity to pick a Valentine's gift online and pick one, and I picked the wig instead of the tripod. So y'all are gonna have to wait for my tripod.
That's okay. I broke mine, so
So I'm still using my iPad, but it gives me some more time to learn more about the camera and stuff too, because I didn't learn shiz.
I have a Jewish sailor mouth.
Yeah, so I picked a $60 wig for my Valentine's present instead of the $50 tripod. So I do apologize.
No, don't apologize, because I actually think that's really good. And it does segue into what I was going to ask you about. And because I've told you before, like when I go in for the surgery, I'm going to shave my head. And the reason why I'm shaving it is a lot, and I mean like well over 60% of the individuals who go in for bariatric surgery, their body is thrown into such a chaotic state that they start to lose, like, not just little bits, like I'm skeet, skeet, skeet. Yeah, that's exactly what it was skeet, skeet, skeet. I'm sorry. Kelly, you just won the prize for tonight. Rotten girl. Anyways, what I was saying, so me shaving my head, it's actually going to show you guys, because I'm going to be like taking the picture every single day for an entire year. So as I'm losing the weight, I'm growing my hair back. So I think that might be kind of like a neat idea to do, so that everybody would be able to see it, because yeah.
Aww.
You know what? I have like 200 and some. I honestly don't know how many. Adrian probably knows better than I do. And I don't say that in a nasty way. I just mean like he probably actually does know. Yeah, and I broke my tripod, so I mean it's not like I've got a MacBook who is, put it this way, the battery, they're not even sure if they have it in stock anywhere in the world, because the style that this one was a refurbish, but the battery that I gave them information about was for one from 2009, which makes it 11 years old. And the fact that it's got a CD drive also puts it into like this weird thing. Anyways, it was just like this big long thing. So I'm hoping at the beginning of next week I can take Fiona in and just get her checked over. And yeah. Excuse me, Kelly. Back to June. Again, whatever. These people are crazy. I don't know how they do this.
So I don't know if this is like a huge announcement or if this is like, I don't know, this is just kind of cool. But something I was thinking about is I'm half done losing my weight.
Right.
Like, I know I'm not done my health journey, I'm not done my life journey, I'm not done my mental health journey, but eventually on this channel, I will not be like, I mean, I suppose I'll be doing, I mean, I suppose I could do like weigh-in updates. Oh, I'm the same this month. Oh, I'm the same this, I don't know. Probably won't. I don't know. That's just probably a year or something away.
Right.
And I'm just like, what, like, am I going to want to bring my channel in a new direction? Like, you know, I know it can be hard sometimes for people that build their channel one way and then they bring it a different direction. So I've decided I really want to build my channel up. And I have been doing this in a way, but, you know, it's stuff about me. It's stuff about mental health. It's stuff about art and
Yep.
creativity and fashion and just a little bit of everything. So I'm definitely going to continue that and even grow that more. So I don't know. That's like something that popped into my head.
That's exactly where mine is. Like, my whole like tagline. Yes, I realize I'm the beautiful mortals and be unapologetically awesome. But for me, I've always classed myself as life and life accessories, which is kind of a nod to King of the Hill, but at the same time, it has nothing to do with that at all, because there was like Hank Hill sold propane and propane accessories, so that's where the and the comes from. But it's just like I've always said that I'm Plutonian. I was hatched in Canada, like the whole thing. Um, I'm not throwing gang signs. I really have to stop doing this because apparently people are like, oh my God, you're throwing hand signs. I am not joining a gang, I promise you. Like, I don't really know what gang would want me right now, and I don't mean that in a disparaging way. Like, yeah, no.
What am I'm sorry, I couldn't help but have this cross my mind. What am I looking at, Local Bottom?
That I can actually answer for him is a very, very cool praying mantis.
Oh my gosh, I literally got it the second you started talking.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
like literally, I thought praying mantis and you said praying mantis, and now I'm tripping.
so when Adrian and I first, like when he first DM'd me, like 500 years ago, when I started my thing last September, I guess it was, he messaged me and I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. A lot differently. Yes. Did I DM you first? I can't remember if I did. I think yeah, you're right. I must have. Oh, that's right. Yes, you had actually mentioned that in, I think it was probably Manal's stream or Rose's stream, that you were intimidated, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna fix that completely. I'm just gonna go in, and that's right. Thank you very much. You put me in my place. But yeah, that was one of the best things, because I was like, you've got a picture of a really, really cool praying mantis. And he's like, yeah, I know. Like, he's super chill about it. I'm just like, whatever. Yep. Who do you need to DMJ? Who needs? I don't know, honey. I'm doing one for parents that have sick kids. Oh, I see. Okay. And then
I love that.
yeah, that's fantastic. I will say that, like, I want to have my channel be so much more than just my weight loss. I want it to be food related. I want it to be positivity, but like my art and my crafts and like the first relationship that I have that I actually want to share with people. And like I mean, as far as like a romantic one, which I'm still not thinking about right now. I'm still trying to come to terms with like 500,000 other things. But as the weight starts to come off, I know that my confidence will continue to grow. The only thing I was going to ask about, and I keep sidetracking.
Oh yeah,
is
it will.
The wigs.
AliExpress.
So they're online, right?
Yeah, and I buy from I'm Style, and like, okay, basically they say all their wigs say they're $100, but the 100 is crossed out and $50 is next to it. And I thought that was a sale, and they are on sale. But just for a picture for you guys, they've been on sale for a year. Oh, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. So maybe it'll be on sale forever. I have no idea. But essentially, I spend $50 on all my wigs, and they're like, I mean, There's also like $20 and like there's a whole variety, but I love the I'm Style. Like I specifically bought I'm Style again. And I could have maybe spent 30 or 40 on a like unicorn colored like wig, like the unicorn colors, like green, blue, purple, basically like a little rainbow or whatever. I could have gotten a cheap one, but I'm like, no, because I'm Style stan for life.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Like okay, so is it aliexpress.com or .ca? I guess like
Well, I have the app, but you can get it on the computer too. But I usually get a couple dollars off on the app.
Okay, I'm just gonna click out of that. I'm gonna have the chat still up, so I'm gonna go check this thing out because the other
I could easily link it now without my brain getting too distracted or anything of the sorts. Like,
oh, it's bringing up a new tab. Corn.
Copy. Google.
Okay. I was like, okay, this tells you how tired my eyes are. I literally thought Charles just said corn, and I'm like, random.
Okay, I'm gonna. Maybe I'll send the link for my pink one. And of course, I don't see it right off the bat. I typed in pink wig, but of course, I don't see it off the back. Bat. Off the back. What the hell?
Okay. Funny. Okay, so if AliExpress doesn't work for me, of course, I can't just look.
I'm Style.
I have to sign in with something.
I'm just looking. It's not making me sign in, or am I signed in?
You're probably signed in.
Oh, no, it says account, join or sign in, so I'm not signed in at the moment. But I have found I'm Style wigs.
Oh, cool.
Oh, here. Oh my gosh! Ah!
Everybody can be silent while she smacks herself. We are not condoning violence. She needs to take a moment. She needs to deal with
the wig I bought 4 days ago for $59 is $44 today.
Have you received it yet?
Nah, they haven't even shipped it yet.
Then message them and say that you.
Oh my gosh, should I just cancel it?
Yeah.
I should maybe cancel it and look and see if they've shipped it and then just buy it again. But
Sydney had a good question. Why do you need wigs?
Okay. I don't dye my hair anymore because I want to grow it out to donate. But I have to have colored hair. Like, I have to. And I don't want to damage my hair anymore. Because when I was coloring it, the bleach would fry my curls out. And I haven't had curly hair since I was a kid. And, like, I felt like that's actually kind of part of my identity. Like, I have curly hair. Like, I was always complaining about curly hair, talking about it, but it's like people don't see curly hair and they look at me. I mean, of course, like straightening too. Why am I on Instagram? I was trying to look to see if they shipped it on AliExpress because now I'm mad. That's like a bag of fruit. That's a bag of my frozen fruit for my smoothies. And $2 left over. In fact, I could buy the hoodie and the wig for that. And I didn't buy the hoodie because I was like, I can't get the hoodie because blah, blah, blah. What the heck? I'm so confused because here it says 60. Let me click. I have gotten lost on this rabbit hole. Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused. Up here it says it's at 60 still. So I have no idea. I'm so confused.
I might just go through Amazon. So
you definitely can.
Okay, because back in 2014 I got dreads done, and then I made my own extensions. That took me a very long time. But I got the Kinecolon fiber, like the synthetic hair. Um, which one do you find easier? Do you like the synthetic, or are you more of a human hair?
Okay, so my hair extensions are human hair, and I could dye them, but then I just kept dyeing them, and now they're like crap. So I think it's kind of cool for the extensions to be human hair, but I don't know. I've seen like just outrageous prices on the human hair wigs. Like I suppose in a perfect world, if I was just like getting them for free or something,
Right.
I might want to have a few human hair, but honestly, you can apply heat to these. Not hot, not like a lot of like super hot heat, but yeah, you can apply some heat to these. So I put it in Twitter because it doesn't let me. It's too the link is too long
Okay.
for the stream.
Okay, so while you've been doing that, Adrian said wearing human hair wigs while growing out your hair so you can donate it. That's quite the cycle. And I think that's really good. And
That's yeah, it's kind of funny.
and then
But I want to donate it to sick kids.
there you go.
Technically, the people that you know, and of course, this is admirable too. But the people that like the wigs they make are usually Brazilian hair, and usually they need money for school, for food, for rent, or whatever, and they are able to get like up to like $100 or something dollars for their hair, but where they live that's a lot of money, even though it's not a lot of money to the to the person buying that or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, I'm donating it to sick kids. I'm not gonna donate it to a wig company. No, I know.
Oh my god. They've got some really pretty ones. I'm getting an ombre silver one. Yes, I am. Ooh. Why did you do this? Because the second that I asked, you answered, and now everybody's gonna know that I'm just gonna like sit on Amazon for the rest of the night just looking at all the pretty. It's fine. This is where I live now. I'll send a postcard.
The thing I figure about Amazon wigs is that they're buying wigs from the same Chinese makers as AliExpress, and then they're just selling them for more.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know. I've seen some that are like similar price range, but it'll still take 2 months to come from China because Amazon's buying it from that person and they're in China. So
Yes.
yeah, but I mean, you can always look because sometimes it always says when it'll ship, like when the ship time is. So yeah, if you want to know if it'll be a couple weeks or if it'll be the longer.
Well, this is what I was looking at right now. And it's $27.
Ooh. The thing I love about AliExpress is there are like the tons of photo review pictures. And oh, is these photos? Okay, well there's some photos, but they're more random by the like seller. And just keep scrolling. Oh yeah, some people have posted some photos.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what's the difference between a lace front and a non-lace front? And why do I
Okay,
want a lace front?
that's a very, very good question, and you do. So basically, as you can see from like, you know, real hair, we have like a hairline and we have smaller hairs here and we have baby hairs. And we don't just have a like, poof, here's the hair and here it is, right? And the lace so the hairs are like kind of coming out of the lace. And then you can even pluck if you want to define the hairline more.
Okay.
Or and you can even snip like little baby hairs. There's all kinds of tutorials on well, of course, YouTube. But I haven't altered mine. I go for the crazy, she has a million hairs on her head hair. Like I'm looking at myself, I'm like, my hair is massive, but I'm like, no, I'm eccentric. I like this. But I mean, if you want something more natural, I don't know if anyone watches Ready to Glare, but she has a Ready to Glam channel now.
I can only handle her for like small moments, but I absolutely like she's flawless.
Yeah.
Like every level of like she's beautiful and like yeah. 12-inch. No, I'm not gonna get that. That's ugly hair. Why would I want that? Why would I want ugly hair? I want to get I don't know if I'm gonna be no, I can't do it because it's not gonna help me. Let me see.
I remember looking at some human hair wigs for like they were just like $300. I was like, what?
See, I suck at this. This is me sharing my screen. That is a curly, wavy rainbow hair. Look. Pretty. Can everybody see that? Because I feel like a moron right now.
I mean, it's tiny, but oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's this one, which is dazzle color. Come on. It's a darker one.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's hair.
If y'all are interested in it, I will unbox my wig on camera and cut off the lace to show you how I cut off the lace.
That would be a fantastic tutorial.
And put it on to show you how I put it on.
Yes.
Because that would make the video kind of a perfect length.
Oh, this one is washable.
Nice.
Yeah. And
I haven't had to wash mine for any reason, but
it's 16.
I mean they're also pretty new. I got a couple of them for my birthday, so holy crap. My next birthday, it's like, nah, it's like they're only in month 1. I'm 4th.
Oh. See, I would love a red one, but there's no way that I can rock a red unless it's like a blue red. Because I can only do like the cool side. I don't do like, I turn bright yellow when I have, when I have bright colors. Did we totally just forget about the stream and we're just like doing our thing? Oh my God, I'm sorry.
I'm playing with my earbud and it's like, it looks like Qbert or whatever it's called. I'm trying to get it up there so yeah.
Oh, Qbert. Yeah. That's so cute. I'm sorry, Pals. I'm sorry. You finally tuned in and I just want to play with hair now. Okay, they have one on here that's $16.99.
Good. Nice.
Yeah. So, oh, this is gorgeous. Whoa. Of course, the one that I say is gorgeous, and then I look at the price, it's $425. There's a reason why it's gorgeous.
It better be not just real hair, but it better be like from like a celebrity or something.
Right?
Yeah, I was gonna make kind of a bad joke, but maybe Britney Spears actually made a wig when she shaved her head.
Actually, I have a feeling that has like there's so much more that's going on with her right now. And I'm not like a huge fan of hers. It's not like I'm like,
oh, really? I thought that's so sad. I thought everything was good. Like that was like what 2007 when she did that or something.
Yeah, but
no,
this whole entire thing has been an ongoing part of her dad manipulating everybody to the point where she's actually like, she hasn't been able to be in control of anything in 12 years. Like, there's so much craziness that's going on that she's actually trying to do something positive with herself. She's not allowed to see her kids. She's not allowed to have interactions with people. They shut her media off.
Oh
Like,
my God.
like, there's a bunch of stuff that is just like, there are few people who know what's going on, and those few people are like, we've got to get her, like, it's more than leave Brittany alone. Like, it's let her have her voice back and let her see her kids.
Yeah, my heart goes out to her. That's so sad. I thought everything was.
Yeah, like, on the surface, it looks like everything's great. Like, she's like smiling again, she's performing again, all these things. And then come to find out that there's like a whole other seedy underside. And then you're just like, why, humans? Why? Like, I don't know if I like that one.
I haven't had exactly the chance to use it too much, Kelly. Because I guess you can watch exclusive live streams, I guess, and he hasn't done one since I signed up, because I've only signed up for a few days now.
Members only? Oh, is it like a Patreon?
It's the Dunkin' Donuts coffee price for being a member. I bought it.
That's very cool.
And I became a Free Spirit patron.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I have to remember that each month I owe somebody a total of $12 for my bank fees, for my Apple subscription, for my Dunkin' Donuts coffee price, Alan Roberts subscription, and for my Free Spirit. So.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay, well, I haven't watched them yet, Kelly, because the last few days have been. Have they been?
Have they been?
Been, yeah.
Yeah, but you've also been like traveling and then like everything.
Yeah, that too. I just the other day, because of course there was going to be a fire in section. I won't get into it, but I had to clean up all the clothes off my floor because there's a mountain to the ceiling. Well, not quite, but I was embarrassed, to say the least. So yeah, I'm still getting organized. I just put my suitcase up that day, like 3-something days ago.
Oh, wow. I love that this thing is already telling me that I need to buy more cat toys. I'm like, I don't have a cat right now, but thanks for reminding me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Something I was going to say earlier when someone mentioned my organizing skills.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, when I left for Christmas, I left with my little zebra suitcase. And I was going to come home with that suitcase inside of my grandpa's old suitcase my mom was going to give me.
Right.
Long story short, this would have been fine because I could just use it for the one trip and then maybe get another one later. But it was basically when I picked it up from the side and I put my hand on the side, I heard crunch. So the plastic inside is deteriorating. So it would have done me the one trip at least. Mm-hmm. But then my grandma offered up her suitcase and I was like jumping for joy because it was really nice. I don't know if y'all have heard of Perry Ellis.
Yeah.
Oh, I just love it. Oh my gosh. It's a baby puke green or baby poop green. So that's cool. But
I love chartreuse and puce and all of those ones. So you probably have the one that I actually love the color of.
I mean, I'll survive. So I get it home and I take all the clothes out and they're in a laundry basket still. And the suitcase is empty. And the other day I finally took off the tag that the airport puts on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so now I have to figure out what the F I'm going to do with this thing. There's nowhere. I kept thinking, like pretty much every time I looked at it, there's nowhere to put this. And I'm just like, okay, I'm an inventive woman. I have an innovative mind. I can do this. So I'm looking up at my closet, and the whole top shelf is full. And then I'm like, wow, I must put something in the closet inside of it to make room for it.
Yes.
So there's a box with some shoes, and then there's a bag of fabric. And I'm like, those are in the spot I want to put it in, and those look about right. And they fit like a puzzle piece, like a glove. Like they slid. It was satisfying. Legit. I was so satisfied. And then of course, okay, I don't know if anyone watches like Azusa Barbie. She has like a Barbie channel is the best way to say it. But my favorite thing she says is, "Don't ask Ken. We can do it, Barbie dolls."
That's cute.
So I was hearing her in my head, and I was up on the chair, and first I put away my little suitcase, which wasn't too bad, wasn't too hard. I didn't even get up on the chair for that one. But I got up on the chair, and I'm just like, okay, which way is this going in? And I pick this thing up, and it's like huge, all right? And I'm just like, it has shoes and fabric in it now. And I'm just like, okay, so I want the wheels that way so that I see not the wheels poking at my face, because it'll look better this way. So I grab kind of both handles, one on this side and one on this side. And I'm like, do I turn it this way? Do I turn it this way? And I'm like looking behind me so I don't step off the back of this chair. And I'm just like terrified. I'm just like, I can do it. I am not going to bother to go get my boyfriend. I'm going to do this. And I did it.
Yay!
And it fit like legit like an actual glove, like so well. Like I'm so happy. It's like it's still making me happy.
That's awesome.
Like I was like, where is like my brain couldn't even. Yeah.
And I just want to point out the fact that there are 6 people in here. Whatever, it might say 5. I'm here as well. And I just want to point out the fact that everybody is so chill right now. You talking about a suitcase was just chill. That's the kind of thing that I am so proud about, is the people that we have in our world are so chill that they are kicking around with us for what might seem on the outside as just a conversation about a suitcase, but it's so much more, because it's an intimate conversation that you're not going to have with somebody at the grocery store or standing in line or whatever it is. Like, this is a whole really unique perspective of something that would never have been able to happen 20 years ago. Actually, yeah, 20 years ago, actually 20 years ago at this time, I was online for the first time. Like, I finally just had bought an internet, and I didn't call it an internet. We called it like the dial-up modem, and it was, you had to plug it into the computer.
Oh my gosh, my boyfriend was telling me.
Yeah. And then when you're done, you plug that one back into the phone, and then you get the screaming and stuff like that.
So you're going to laugh so hard. My boyfriend was telling me what dial-up was and how it worked. And he said, so you have to like unplug your phone and like plug it in, and then no one can call you. And I'm like, no one can call you? And then I'm just like, well, can't they leave a message?
They could if you
were able to be called.
Yeah, because at that time there wasn't a whole lot of individuals who had like the voicemail. Like, most of the people were like external voicemails, like the message system. And I was great for setting everybody else's up. Like, there was a bunch of us when I was in college, like 12,000 years ago. We were setting up each other's voicemail, like the external one that you come in and it's like, 4 messages, and 90% of the 4 of them are just hey, I'm calling on behalf of blah, blah, blah marketing. Will you do a survey? It's like, why are you leaving a message? I'm not calling you back to do your stupid survey. Like, but anyways, there was that kind of stuff. But I was
I'm wild.
always doing other people's. I could do it. Not a problem. You want me to do a person, like you want me to do an accent? Sure, fine, great. I'll do it. And then with me, I would sit there for like 2 hours and be like, hi. Oh, that's really stupid. Hi there. Okay, they're gonna think, and like I would just start like overthinking everything. So yeah, she's hardcore wild. Hardcore wild. I love the fact that this conversation is just going on. So yeah. I am good with that idea. So if you want to go out and get a kitten for me, that'd be great. Yeah. I will say that Memphis is a very good fish. He is very silly. You get shit for forgetting to like streams. Who's the parent now, huh?
Oh my gosh. What was I gonna say? Crap.
I've given her Pixitis. She has forgotten the thing.
I gave you a present, Kelly. Well, no, you're giving me a present. What am I even talking about?
Now I need to know what's going on. I'm going into our chat. What did you do? What did you do?
Aw, thank you.
Has anybody seen Acrophobe lately?
It's actually been a minute.
Yeah. Because, like, I was asked yesterday about that, and I'm like, no idea. Yeah, that's it. You asked on Twitter, yeah. What are all of these things going on?
Deleted.
He deleted his Twitter. Why, though?
What?
I have no idea.
No one saw like any kind of post like about it from him?
Nope. I'm trying to figure out what this. There's a whole bunch of people that are like.
Kelly's seen him in passing. I see.
Okay, yeah. There's conversations that I'm not a part of. Okay, good. Where did Panda go?
I'm looking.
She is now officially Panda Express.
I was unplugging my Nano iPod and plugging in my iPad because last I looked it was 1% and I might want it later. And it's bad to let it fully die to the point where it's like dead.
I need to do that. So I have like a very old Kindle, a Fire. It was the cheapest one at 2015, and like 2015, not the amount, $20.15. I need to clarify things. It still has like the load screen when you actually like go into it, and it's an advertisement. So, yeah. No, what are you saying? No. Wait. Why are you saying no? About leaving arrows and tweets.
I try to not tweet and delete, but I had a tweet and delete recently.
I will say that I do. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Kels. I had to do the Panda Express. I will say that I only do it when I like, as everybody can tell, I have left the art with art instead of art with heart still pinned, because even though it is my issue, my OCPD is like, you are being an idiot, take this down. But the other side of me is, there is no reason for me to take it down. It's just art with art. they don't know if I'm going to be doing art with some dude named Art. They have no idea. So I'm just going to leave this. Maybe I will find a friend whose name is Art and everything will be fine.
Oh, you know what? If I tweet and there's a typo, I might delete it and change the typo.
It depends on how bad the typo is, but yes.
Yeah.
Like
I
if
mean,
it's a little one, I'll just like lull or like close the bracket. I'll put another one down. That's fine.
wait, like, why does Twitter not have edit? It just annoys me.
Okay. I'm not gonna because I was gonna type something in, but it's probably gonna get flagged. Because people are dumb, and people also. Can you hear the pup?
Yeah, a little. It's not distracting though.
No, it's a little boxer named Moxie. Like
Aw.
I've only seen her one time, and I just want to chew on her. She's so freaking cute. Anyway, sorry, I didn't squirrel this time. I dogged. I don't even know where I was going with that, but yeah, good times, good times. I hate when I tweet before reading it as much as yes, and then it turns out that to me is the one that I really get bothered by. Is like if I go to hit like retweet or something else and then it's gone, I'm like, are you serious? Like, why did you remove that? It was funny, or it was like poignant, or we needed to share this information, and then the person will come out again, and I'm just like, I'm not I'm not going to retweet this. Like, you've had like a try. You got my attention. I did the thing. You removed it, so I'm not doing it again. I'm sorry, but you're like, yeah. Whereas I also now am thinking like that's really douchey, and maybe I should just wait until other people, I don't know. Keep your heels, head, and standards high.
Oh, maybe this is one of the things I forgot, or maybe it was the only thing I forgot to say, but it was not only enjoyable to find a spot for that suitcase, but the fact that I was physically capable of putting it up there was almost revolutionary. Like, at 300 pounds, I was up on that chair for 5 seconds, and gravity is a thing, you know? And I I don't I don't know what science there is behind this. There's probably science behind it. But standing on the ground versus standing up on the chair, my ankles hurt more faster because I
Yes.
was higher. I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yes, actually there's quite a bit to that. Like our center of gravity is so low right now. Like when we stand up, like you and I, like we're really short. So I don't know if anybody's ever found that out or not because we're really, really short, like shorter than that. Like what you're thinking, go shorter. A lot of the issue with our center of gravity being so much lower is when we do stand up, we're at the height that like we would have to readjust. So our center of gravity is like trying to be where we usually have it in our lower like stomach area. And we're hobbits. I have always claimed that I'm a hobbit. I am 100% okay with that. Seriously.
Yeah, a hobbit with nice feet.
Exactly. That's exactly it. I don't have hairy toes. So there. That's the only thing. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, so when you stand up, your center of gravity is fluctuating, and for people who don't have so much weight, they don't have to reposition it. Fluffy made it. Yay! Hello, sweet Fluffy girl. Love you. Thank you for visiting.
Yeah, possibly. That sounds probable.
So basically what I'm getting at is the fact that everything will hurt because everything's pulling down. Like the gravity is literally being gravity. Yep. Yep, that's exactly it as well, honey. 100%. Love you. I'm so glad that you made it. I am just like pointing out the fact that Panda's going to hit 2 hours soon. And she's got people watching her on her very first live stream. So freaking proud of you.
Well, I mean, I waited a bit, so, I had the subscribers first, so,
At the same time, this is a big milestone. Like,
yeah, of course.
it is, like, it's huge.
Yeah,
And
feels huge.
oh my God, Adrian, every single time he makes things I say into quotes.
Yeah.
I don't hear what I'm saying as I'm saying.
Like,
oh my God.
it kind of is and isn't a joke, but when I describe fat acceptance people to people that have no idea what any of this stuff is, I say they're crazy people that don't believe in gravity and that don't believe in science, basically.
Yep.
Like, that's pretty much like how I describe it.
Yeah, I'm writing it down. Why? Because I can. On pandas. Oops. Screen. Okay, so what are your thoughts on? I'm guessing that you've probably watched the panda vids from like, I think it's Zhengzhou. I think that's what it is. It's one of the sanctuaries where they're actually trying to get them to breed. Have you watched any of those like videos of them doing that?
No.
Like they're it is the most exhausting probably, but also the most wonderful job you could possibly ever have, is literally being a panda wrangler. And there are like dozens of these.
Sorry.
There are words that are inside my head that I'm not going to share. I will have to dig one out and send it to you, because once you see these panda, I'm not even kidding you, like they go after the worker and are like, I want your, like, if they have a broom and then like she's trying to like sweep off the one area, like everybody's still watching because it's like the sanctuary, so they're trying to like get them to populate again, and they're being protected there, but they also have like admission so people see them and stuff. So one will come out and she's got like the full protective gear on, but it's not like protective gear like I'm training a dog. It's just like if one of them pees on me, I've got like everything is like covered. So they come out and they've got like a broom or they've got something else, and you're like, oh my God, what are they going to do? All they're trying to do is sweep in one little section. And every single one of them is like, I want your broom. I want your shoe. I want this. And it's just like, oh my God, I can't stop laughing. It is like the best thing. And if you're ever in like a really, really bad funk, seriously, like the pandas getting wrangled, and there's like ones where they have the slides and they all climb up onto the slide and then they slide down, but they don't always slide down the right way because sometimes one of them will push the other one off. Thankfully, it's not like too high and stuff like that. But yeah, see, fluffy nose. They are hilarious. So there's tons of them, and I believe one of them is Zhengzhou or something. Zhengzhou? I don't want to destroy it, but I think it's Zhengzhou. Anyways, it's one of the places that's there. Oh, did she say something more, Kels? See, this, like, she's an emotional vampire. Even just thinking about her makes me just like, oh my God.
I mean, that just kind of made my mind open up and think, oh my goodness. Yeah, people can do that same thing online. Like I was talking about emotional vampirism
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Whoa. I just opened my mind up.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
Oh, and now, Pix, you don't have to feel so alone because now I'm all flushed too.
Yeah, and I was just about to say that, like, being here and like being around the familiars, I just made every single one of you guys creatures. So enjoy that. Yeah. I'm a little RPG woman, the little Dungeons and Dragons thing. So me having a familiar, like all of you are, apparently all my little creatures now. I mean, let's face it, you're all my little beautiful mortals. So just deal with yourselves on that one. And I am a dingbat. I will gladly own that, Kels, even if it wasn't about me. Okay, everybody needs to know one thing. I watch Fluffy's videos just to watch her game. And like I love the conversation as well, but I honestly will sit there and just be like, oh, I don't have a gaming system, so I haven't played anything. Like the last game that I actually played, other than Minecraft, because I do have Minecraft on this, the last one that I played that I absolutely like, I'm a Skyrim girl. I'm a Dragon Age. I am Baldur's Gate all the way. I am like SimCity the original. I'm like the Heroes girl. Like I do the whole, yeah, Heroes of Might and Magic, the whole thing.
I was just double checking that I was subscribed to Fluffy.
Yes, if you haven't, go click, like, seriously, I know I say this all the time on my own channel. Everybody go and like collect each other.
Yeah, go do the thing.
Do the thing, please.
Okay, I checked.
Yeah,
I'm stuck on that saying right now. I don't know if anyone's seen The Legend of Korra, but there's like these two characters, and basically he says, do the thing all the time.
That's awesome.
To his assistant, and it's like a joke. And it's so cute because after like 4 seasons, she like confesses like loving him, and then they get married at the end.
Aw.
Oh gosh, I just told you the whole ending. Well, I mean, there's so much more to the ending, so.
Spoiler, sweetie. I need to do something for a couple minutes. You guys distract yourselves. I'm going to shut off my camera and my microphone.
Okay.
But I will be back, I promise. So I'll be right back.
Do, 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 do. do, 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 do. Oh my god, the silence. I can do this though. I've done this before. I mean, I like a couple years ago started like going on like Tiny Chat, and they have like cool little like rooms where you can go and be a part of. Some of them are like weird, and there's like, you know, pervy people or whatever in them, but then others are just like normal, and like, you know, people talk about stuff and art and this and that, and you know, you're not allowed to be a perv in them. And anyways, I have water. And anyways, I became a part of this like one room. So like people go in and they chat and they type, and then the way the owner runs the room is one person talks on mic and hosts what we call it hosting. And I started being a host a couple of years ago. And fun story, I once hosted the room for 9 hours. It was insane. Like I literally cooked some food. That's how long it was. I've almost finished the bottle. Of course, they're tiny. Gosh, it's 4 o'clock and the sun's going down. I hate that, but at least I got up early. So yeah, anyways, long story short, I'm used to talking, and then like people are listening and no one else is talking, and just like trying to keep that going. But like I'm definitely rusty because I haven't been hosting on a basis since I started my YouTube channel, and even before that, because I mean, yeah, I guess maybe like order of priority of things. So myself is first slash people that I love, I guess. And maybe my second priority is like my weight loss journey and everything else. But that kind of ties into myself. But then like the next priority is my YouTube channel, and then comes like other social medias and other things after that. So that's like the order of the important things. And the YouTube channel is above all that other. So, I mean, not above the whole thing, but like myself, people I love, weight loss journey, YouTube. That's important. Yeah, it's 4:10 here too.
I needed water and a bunch of other things, so figured put it all in together. So, I did hear
Good
all of
plan.
it while you were talking, by the way, though. That is very cool that you hosted for 9 hours.
I did, yeah. And it's crazy. I guess the only difference between that and this is YouTube and that's Tiny Chat. And in Tiny Chat, I would see everybody's face that's on camera.
Right.
And they would all be mute, because the way the owner runs the room is one person talks on mic at a time with like music and stuff in the background.
Oh yeah, if you want, I'll send you the links to the different music ones for the copyright-free music.
I was about to say, yeah, for the safe stuff.
Yeah. And I was actually able to download my jazz one that I absolutely love so much.
Oh, I was literally about to say, I just love listening to your lives. Like, I don't know how many of them I've just like decided I'm going to sleep to it. Like,
And okay, yes, so I'm going to also announce that I am going, what I think I'm going to try for the adult nighttime stories, not the sexy time ones that everybody thinks that I'm going to do. It's not going to happen. That would have to be a Patreon thing. Welcome back, sis.
yes, you are.
So yeah, basically what I was going to say is I'm going to start doing the adult meditation instead. Like I'm going to, sorry, pick different places, and I'm coughing directly towards the microphone instead of like realizing. Sorry about that. Yeah, I figure if I do like a guided meditation, but in a different way, and I can actually show you the symbolism of what it is that you're looking at, you will start to calm yourself into a state where you can actually fall asleep. So I want to do ones that are like 5 minutes, and I want to have ones that are 10 minutes. And I think that's what I'm going to play with for a little while is once Fiona is fixed up, she desperately needs a new battery. And I have a feeling that that's going to have to be at the end of the month. Hopefully it's this month. If not, it's going to be February. But my internet people said that they would probably just put it onto my bill.
Nice.
Which is great because, yeah, she's an old bird.
Yeah.
Long story short, I'm hoping to have everything up and running and then possibly start doing that. And then possibly, if there is a flea lion in my world, I'm going to do some cat purr ASMR. Because I know that what that does for me, and people who have had cats before, they know what the power of a purr is. And that's what I was thinking it could be, is like the power of a purr. Okay, so that's not what your cat is doing right now. I am so sorry, Fluffy. She's old. Oh, poor little bird.
Oh. So if I ever make this kind of weird face where like my eyes are like this and I look, I don't know, annoyed or something, it's actually my makeup. right here, it's bothering me. My eyeballs started watering from the yawning from being tired, and then my eye makeup started, I don't know, just feeling Like it's bugging my eyeballs, so my eyeballs keep bulging.
Your eyeballs keep bulging. And
Yeah.
this was from Giant Tiger, and it was $2. I love going for the end of the season sales. Like that's one of the really good things about in Canada. They take pity on us very quickly. And they're like, "Oh yeah, that's right. You probably want to buy something." And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." So I have like okay, so as far as everybody knows, you now that it's all over and done with, before I went down to Memphis, I bought that onesie, the reindeer one. Um, yeah. So, anyways, long story short, I was getting it just in case I was going to take that with me. And then I was like, you both have to, like Rose and Charlie, you have to both tell me that you're bringing a onesie as well, or else I'm. And it was like, no, I'm not bringing one. And I'm like, holy crap, I bought this thing. But I love it. The only problem is, like, it'll be great for me next year, but it's 2 sizes too large for me now.
Oh.
So I'm going to be like swimming in this thing. And
Yeah.
I'm like, why did I do this to myself? But at the same time, like, I didn't know at this end of it that I was so close. Like, I'm not going to do my whole weight loss thing on your channel. Sorry, honey. I'm just.
So no, it's fine. Yeah. I don't want to make anyone feel bad. Like no matter what point anyone is in their journey, like they're doing amazing and I'm so proud of them. But I was shopping for Christmas and, since I don't have anything here, I haven't been shopping since last Christmas. And this year when I went to Walmart, nothing in the plus size was going to be able to fit me. It was all too big for me.
Waiting till he acknowledges it.
And not only did I buy the 2X pajama pants last year, but I got home, sat down, and ripped the crotch open. So, I mean, it was on the seam, so I gave it a stitch. And I was like, well, maybe if I wear them after I lose 20 pounds, I won't rip them next time I wear them. And now I started wearing them this year because, of course, they're fuzzy pants, so they were kind of hot for like a few months back. So I tried them on in my, you all saw probably the try-on haul of my old clothes, and they were old, but I wanted to try them on to see if they fit better than a year ago. And like, they're baggy, like they're huge. Like I can fit pants under them.
How does that feel for you? Like you've mentioned before that you've been in this state most of your life, like you've been larger. So other than other times, and I'm just going to leave that out for right now. Like I know that this has been something that's been an ongoing struggle your whole life. How does it feel looking in the mirror? Like the pictures that you send Kelly and I, not that she's not doing anything nasty, just trust me. These are like fabulous pictures of thriving and thriving and thriving. So when you send those pictures, what does that mean to you to actually see yourself as that picture?
It's almost undescribable.
Like you did this work. You did this.
It's so incredible. It blows my mind. I swear to God, sometimes I have to like remind myself. Like I was waiting. I had to make a stop, and I was waiting by the door because they had a sign on the door, back in a few minutes, and it's a glass door. And my reflection in the window caught me off guard today. Mostly my legs.
Right.
I was so not happy with my legs. for like a long time. And like I know like being top heavy or having like a big midsection is also something people don't like. And I didn't like that either, but I had always wished that I was a bigger girl that had nicer legs, at least. Like I just thought my legs were so fat. I always just thought that. Well, not like always, but like the last like few years before I started losing weight.
Right.
Like experiencing getting smaller than I was before is something I've never had. Like I had a small glimpse of it when I was younger, but I
Yeah.
was like starving. Like I was starving.
Yeah.
So I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't happy with myself. Like I was very, very, I mean, I'm not saying like I'm 100% better now or like, but like I was sick. Like I was going through really, like my mind was going through it.
Yeah.
So I did and I didn't, like couldn't even see it. I just knew that people were saying things about my body. I just knew that that something was working. And which of course is bad when you're not
Trying.
enough. Yeah, and you're not like I was and I wasn't trying. Like I was trying to stay busy and like never think about food, and I was trying not to eat a lot of food, and yeah, it's dark. Yeah.
It is dark. It is. I will say my smallest that I've ever been down to was a size 12, 14. So I think that's Euro. I know for UK it is 14, 16. So off of that. Um, that was a really bad summer in 96. And the person who I was like my best friend at the time, um, we left Winnipeg and came back to Ontario, and then we went and stayed with her mom and her stepdad and their son, and they're both chefs, and they both got it in their brain like we need to feed these two because they haven't been eating very well. And the the second time that I was trying to change my name, she needed a gas tank because it had holes in it. So I used my money to change my name to buy her a new gas tank. So like there's been that level of craziness that's always been there for me as well. And the fact that I was like, okay, I can stay at this level for a while, and it seemed like everything was going fine. And when I left, when my first husband and I split, we split very amicably at the beginning, and he had cut my pants that I had in grade 7. He cut them into shorts, and when we split, we had a big joke about the fact that he used to wear them as shorts, and I would remind him that they were women's clothes, and he was like, but they're really comfortable. And we actually had like a decision to make of who got which, but the fact that I was still able to wear like grade 7 clothes should say something about like this has been a lifelong thing. So it's surreal for me because I'm in that stage where because I'm so short, there are things that don't fit because of my height. Like pants are just the worst thing for me. Like,
Oh boy.
like I'm on a good day, I've got 27 inches inseam. Like I am talking like I am feeling super tall, and I've got a 27 inseam. Like For people who don't like that, that's usually at bare minimum is usually 30 to 32 just for the inseam. Like I've got crazy amounts of weight that's going to come off. When it does, I'm going to be very scared. And I don't know if this is one of those things, like, because I grew up in like a lot of abuse, I've always been so petrified not to be a part of that moving forward, like not to put that out there into the universe. That was my decision, actively working on, I will not be the monster that I know. And in my head, I have seen people who have lost massive amounts of weight and then they change. They're like, everything changes overnight for them and they forget who they were. And that is one of the biggest issues that I've got, that I'm honestly afraid of, which obviously, if you were to say it to me, Panda, I would be like, then you clearly are aware of what those things are. So you're going to be completely fine because you're going to be able to address them because you're looking for those pointers. I can say that to you.
I was having a bit of a crisis, identity crisis a while ago when I realized I already have changed.
Mm-hmm.
Like 180, 100% not. Like, for almost a year, I would say the word calorie or caloric deficit or my hike or my protein smoothie or my workout. And my ears couldn't believe my mouth
Mm-hmm.
for so long. And I would think things or say things like, oh, this is me now, or I can't believe this is me now, or oh my God. I think I've stopped saying that or thinking it and wondering.
Yeah, I was in grade 3 and I had a B cup. And that's hard. That's really hard.
Yeah. Yeah, same. And
the bullying
I was actually weighed in at 11 at 150. And I am short. And I was taller than some of the other kids. Well, I was a year older too, though. Right. Yeah, I went to a private school and it's Waldorf, so they teach art. So when I went to public school, they said, she's required to do kindergarten again for the, because it's like we teach a different like curriculum. Yeah, I was honestly, I didn't even remember this, but a friend of mine said to me, she said, I saw you developing breasts when you were 9. Mm-hmm. I barely noticed because I didn't actually get like the redness and the swelling and the whole crazy stuff till about 11.
I will just say that, Sid, I will say, I will do my very best to make sure that you are not bored as many possible times as possible. Did I say possible enough times in that one, Captain Redundant? Yeah.
Pix.
Yes.
Could I possibly ask you if I could go use the restroom?
I will keep everybody entertained. That's not a problem at all. I would suggest.
So long.
No, it's all good. Make sure you mute and stop your cam because it should be down.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm sorry. I have to go to the other.
Yeah. And okay, good. Okay. So, okay. First of all, I'm not Yaba, so I'm not going to be able to drop any beats. See, that's me. That's me. I really shouldn't do that. Things like that. Sid, I don't even know how, like, I wish that I could be there and like come over and fluff your pillows and make sure that Ridley's purring like crazy and doing all the wonderful things. And everybody else that is in your little bubble is tending to your every whim because you deserve it. My beautiful, beautiful surrogate sister. Putting that out there into the multiverse. Somebody add her to your list of happy things to do. Yeah, never mind. I'm not going unless everyone is going. Where were we going? I'm not sure. Where were we going? I missed that. Thank you, Panda. Yeah, so I will say that I know that this was a really, really big deal for Panda, and she was very anxious about this. And the fact that you guys have stuck around for almost 2.5 hours is everybody's gonna go bathroom break. Run, Adrian, run. You're good. I will just say thank you on behalf of her. Like, if she ever watches this back, then the idea that you guys have taken time out of your day or night to share with her is fantastic. And I think the more that we celebrate each other and the things that make us who we are, the stronger we are as people ourselves, because we can look inward and see the things that that we need to grow in. And I don't know how much of that you heard. So just in case, I was just,
I heard the last bit.
Okay.
I popped in my earbud and then I was being a little sneak.
No, you go right ahead. I wasn't sure if you were or not, so I was just like, she might be like a long peer, so yeah.
Well, I drank the whole bottle and then I just held it for a really long time. So yeah, it kind of was anyways.
There you go.
Let's just say if it was unmuted, all you'd hear is, ah.
Yeah, and my place is way too small from like where I'm sitting is literally like I could lay down and be reaching my toilet. Like that sounds weird, but like that's a whole other room.
Not quite, but I was thinking already, I don't know, so I'll just mute it anyways, but yeah.
Yeah. So what do you have planned for this coming month, for February?
Oh boy. Well, I have Valentine's Day plans.
Good.
So I've tried not to be like 1000% food focused.
Right.
On every holiday. So
yeah.
I guess like walk around, go to the it's like a place where you go and you can chill and be around people chilling.
Yes.
And
doing Canadian things.
Yeah.
Doing
Canadian things.
And
it's a really, really beautiful, lovely place with like really cool people that work there. And I kind of sort of made like a friend last time I was there. And she was so sweet. We paid to stay for 15 minutes and we stayed for like 45 minutes. Like,
oh wow.
Because I like stumbled in with my suitcases and was just like, it snowed. Because I forgot. My boyfriend told me it started to snow. And I came. Let's just say everything was paved already in the city, but and like the city was great. The city was easy. Like the airport was easy. The ferry terminal was easy. Like to drag everything. Literally dragging my bags across the street from the bus stop to the lounge was harder than the entire day. Like,
oh, wow.
It was so hard. When my boyfriend picked me up, I said, I've seen you drag 2 suitcases. You're fully able to do it, but I'm going to take one and you take the other just to get to the store, and then we're going to get a cab because I couldn't even get them across this. Like, I could, but it was hard for me to get them across the street. Like,
I'm glad that you were able to relax right away then.
Yeah, because I was able to just relax for that 45 minutes and decompress and enter a mind state of chillness.
Zen zone. I was going to say that we don't have any particular lounges like that right now in this area, but coming back here before the legislation went through, and Tyendinaga, and I just doxed myself, there is a reservation near here that has you're able to sell different kinds of smokes in lots of different forms, and brownie making supplies and that kind of thing, oils and stuff. That was available before anybody else, before legislation went through.
Yeah,
So,
same here. Yeah.
you didn't share your chicken sandwich, woman. What about your sister? I had a dill pickle. I'm just kidding. I had oatmeal. My tummy has actually settled down, which I'm very happy about, because that was the one thing that I was worried about all day long, is like, I am so worried that I'm going to be like still getting sick while like 2 days is enough, like seriously. So, yeah.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah. Who's Kat? Is that your mom? Hi, Mom. You did a really good job on her. You really did a good job making that one. She's fantastic. I know that you know that, but I'm just also letting you know.
You know.
You know what? I understand those tears. Everybody saw those tears the first time that I got on, and the reality that hits you, that somebody in your actual, like in real life, I've hugged this person, comes onto your stream. There's no words for what you're feeling right now, is there? Like, I could tell you like a million different ways. Like the fact that the mom comes to give the love.
I don't even remember if I told her to.
What I think is fantastic is the fact that like you came in and she was like, and there's Mom. And a level of calm, but at the same time there was like I could actually see the wheels going, oh my God, my mom's here. Okay, have I got like, did I swear? What did I do? What am I like? Did I brush my teeth? Like, there's that little fly through, and at the same time, you're like, my mom is here. So, I understand the whole like. So yeah, I think that you did an extremely good job on this one. I would someday like to give you a hug as well as this one at some point. So yeah, that would be good. I am so happy that you have that look on your face right now, Panda. I'm like, there's no words to describe that feeling, is it? Like, it's like your mom reached through and was like, here, I will give you a hug. I know I gave it to you last week, but I'm going to give it to you again. So, yeah.
Yeah, my mom's an artist in all shapes and in all ways that I am. Except like more with some of them. And like,
oh my goodness. Okay, Kat, you yes. Fist bump for the mom. You're very awesome. And I was doing art earlier. I was like making things because yeah. She is, and she also has a passion inside of her to be so good. And I think there's a side of Panda that nobody like has seen yet, that Kelly and I get to see, and obviously your mom and everybody, but like Kelly and I get to see like the feisty, fun, passionate, hilarious, beautiful little creature that she is, like banging around in our conversations. And I can't wait until everybody sees her just go, and now I'm unfurled. And now watch me fly. And I'm just like, this is the moment that the panda gets her wings like There's a whole lot of levels of weird imagery there. Just follow it. Don't worry. You don't need to think it through. Just the panda has wings.
Yeah, my neighbor that wants to help me with energy work, she barely knows me yet, and out of almost nowhere, it's like you're coming into your own.
Yep.
You've become a strong woman, and you're ready for this. You're ready to let this go.
I just wish I could hug you right now because, like, it is exactly like this is one of those moments, like, that you've got Kenny there. How about you hug Kenny for everybody? Okay. Yeah, hug,
Buddy.
like not just cuddle. I mean, like full on hug. You need that. Like everybody is giving you a hug right now. Like we're here because of you. That needs to sink in. You have a voice. You have a story. You have a valid reason why you started your channel. And it doesn't mean that it won't evolve into other incredible things. But for right now, you getting your word, your truth out on how you have become this incredible light. Like you waited until a year into your entire thing to say, hey, look at the world. You want to see me? I'm here. I've already done this much. Watch me shine the rest of the way. Like that was your decision. And there is so much respect that I have for you because of that. Because you aren't on here whining and complaining and moaning about every little thing that happens in your world. You're like, this happened, this is what I did. This happened, this is what I did. And it's like every step that you make, you're not only learning, but you're sharing it with us. And you're helping us learn as well. Which goes back to the whole thing of, I know that I'm probably even older than your mom. But by 1 year, I think, right? Yes. Mom, you're younger than me, so you can be my little sister. What I will say, though, is there is a level of self-respect that you have that we want to learn how to have within ourselves. And I don't even care if I'm making you cry. I love you to bits. You know that I do. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the fact that I can see that spirit in you. And I want to learn more from you. I want to feel like every single time that you and I have a chat, or anytime that Kels is in there and the three of us, you two have conversations after I go to bed. I wake up in the morning and go, oh my goodness, okay, this is my morning coffee. And I'll just sit there and I will go through before anybody else comes into my world. And I'll just be sitting there going, this is what happened while I was asleep. And it's like, I get this beautiful little conversation that, like, it could be completely random. I think one of them was about shoes. And it was just like, everything is so random. And I'm just like, I get to be a part of that. And I mean, there's a reason why you and I and Kels get along so well. Like, we have 3 totally different lives. And not once have either of you been like, why did you put us in this little tiny thing? And I'm like, I don't know. I just wanted to have. But yeah. So, I mean, me just sitting here just blabbing away for a couple of minutes just to make you realize how incredible you really are. And yes, you have 79 subscribers, but guess what? There are 7.8 billion people on the planet. You've got time.
80.
80. Oh, you do officially have 80 now. That's right. Thank you. And you currently have 7 people watching you. So, yeah, deal with that. Your first night, your first live stream, you're
What?
81.
Last week I had 68.
Yeah. You're
what?
Good. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just waiting for like Kels to do this. And if Adrian ever decides to, and you know that the second that Fluffy's like, yeah, I want this, I'm going to be all over that and be like, woman, let's get this going. Sarah, hi,
Nice.
Sarah. I love her. I love Sarah Faith. Hi, honey. So, how you doing? How you feeling, Panda Girl? Panda.
What?
How are you
Sorry.
doing?
I'm good. I opened up my iPad to see if Sarah had content, and I'll see if I like subscribe. And then I got an email about Life of a Free Spirit uploaded to Patreon, and I got excited.
Sarah does. She only had 2 subscribers the other day, so everybody
wait.
on Sarah's.
I know. I am subscribed.
Yeah.
Making a BLT and something else,
Yes.
right?
Yes. So go click on each other as usual. Smash the like, and I just realized that was where Adrian and I were talking earlier.
I remember getting swallowed into her Twitter, and it's like, I want to know this person, and then I was like, oh, where's the YouTube?
Yes, that's one thing that I will suggest to everybody. If you do have a YouTube channel and you like, for me, I keep forgetting to actually change it so that you can actually click on it. People can't find me on YouTube apparently because I changed it and it's the short form for Pixely. So people are just putting pics in and it's not working for them right now. I don't know why. But if you like go on my Twitter account in my opener, like my little blurb thingy, I have my website, like my YouTube channel linked in there. So if you do have just said it again, if you do have a YouTube channel, put it into your Twitter feed. So that way when people actually see your content, they'll go click on your Twitter page and that link will be there already for everybody. Yay! See, I love this. I love this so much.
Yeah. Before I do my next weigh-in, so I better hustle it. I have to do my the changes I've made to lose 75 pounds. That's what I want to call it. Because I mean, I have to do it before the next weigh-in because otherwise the video can't be called that. And I like the number 75 and it works. And it's like, what if then I have to say 79 pounds? That's not a good video title.
See, where my brain would be like, it's a multiple of 3, though. I can handle this. I can handle this.
Not me.
Yeah. We all have our little quirky things. I love the fact that there are so many people in here right now. And the longer you stay on, people have joined. Deal with yourself, beautiful creature. Deal with yourself. Like, yeah. Yeah. If everybody has not subscribed to this woman, we got this. Is right, Sarah. 100%. Like, I am so excited. And you know what, Sid? You will probably do that in the hospital after your surgery. Which, multiverse, take care of my sister, make sure everything is good. Yes. So.
Has she told everyone about that?
Yeah, she did put it into the chat, but she's also like, I'd like it to be private. So, like, we just don't share it after this.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, like, she hasn't made this big public or anything like that. And I don't think that we should go into detail about what it is.
Oh, yeah, I was just understanding the extent of it. Yeah, the extent, yeah.
And the fact that there are so many individuals that, like, this year is going to be like launch points for different people. Like Mikey and Wolfie just got their house and like they're still setting it up, like they're still decorating. And we haven't even had like the tour yet because they've been offline for so long because they've been dealing with family and they've been dealing with holidays and they've been dealing with like moving in and stuff. And then they've been like dealing with a million other things. So like, I'm so excited that we get to see all of these wonderful stories, like, in like evolving in front of us is the best way of putting it. So
Yeah. Oh, you will be, Fluffy. You will be.
you will be. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am one of those firm believers that karma might take its time, but when she does show up and she does give you the good that you deserve, you're allowed to say thank you, and you're allowed to respect the fact that karma finally catches up for you, and you can finally have the floodgates opened and all of the crappy people go away and all the good things start to appear. So you have a bed and you have a mandala and you have, wait, no, that's just me. Okay, moving on. I'm still looking around my place going, is this really my home?
Yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling too. I'm so proud of the work I've done on this place because, yeah, shoebox is definitely a good word.
Yeah.
But in this, like, studio, gosh, like, I don't know, what's the smallest square feet that exists? Like, I don't even know, right? In this little space, I managed to have, like, a desk area,
Mm-hmm.
like, shelves this way, and like the whole next half of the apartment is essentially a giant ass closet.
I
Like,
love the stuff that you've put around the walls. Like, I love that so much. Like,
yeah,
I can't wait for you to do like your tour and just like
well, share and like share with your friends. I don't know.
exactly. I mean, I know that you showed us, I think there was like one really quick one that you were like, this is the one wall. But then I was like, I know that there's a whole other side to this apartment. Like, where is this? So, yeah, I'm excited to see this. But I also have yet to take anybody else for a walk on mine because the last time I turned her around, she decided to go sideways on me. So,
So
whoa.
I'm in a bit of a between stage right now with like, well, my size, like obviously. So I've managed to accumulate way like more clothes than I've ever accumulated. Maybe. Like I don't even know. Because I'm still wearing 2X shirts that are baggy and
Right.
I'm wearing medium shirts that are perfect and I'm wearing large shirts that are like in between. And you know, sometimes sizing is weird, so sometimes even like certain larges are just too tight, but then certain mediums will fit. And you know, that's weird too. So like I have this like weird I'm in this weird dimension of owning every single size of clothing in existence. So cuz okay, basically essentially there's a free box in the building and donations will come before they go to the thrift store sometimes.
Right.
And I I just have so much, like so much. So the extent of my wardrobe is an entire massive closet, which you saw in my health journey update or that I did right after my try-on haul because I didn't want to
Right.
move the camera.
Yes.
So
Yes.
those two, you see the extent of my massive, pretty much walk-in closet. It's probably like 9 feet long, like huge. So that's full, like full. Like I cannot put anything else in it. Then I have a giant suitcase, which is my last suitcase. The wheels are broken, but it is full. Then I have a massive laundry basket on the bottom shelf, full. I have a bag of bras that are an inch away from fitting me, most of them, to be honest. And that bag is just full. And then I have a dresser, which is just full. And I have other laundry baskets kicking around and clothes on the floor and jackets on hooks. And everything is just full. Like, it is mind-boggling.
I have I don't have that many clothes, I will say. But I'm also very surprised that I have as many clothes as I do have. Sorry guys, I'm gonna drag this back up. It drives me crazy when I drop something and I didn't want it to be dropped, and that's why I had to do my little thing. Everybody understands. Walking away from that conversation. So I've made it like open and clear that I was in a shelter and then another shelter and then communal living and then the other apartment and now here. And I got most of the clothes that I got away from my final abuser had holes in them. So a lot of stuff was old and tatty and stuff, or was extremely inexpensive and it fell apart very quickly. So I don't have a lot of good clothes up until when I got here to town, to the second women's shelter. And I was told that as long as I'm still within the parameters of the scope of the actual, I almost keep saying it. Sorry, I have to like stop myself from not saying the words, from the shelter itself and the outreach part of it. Then I can, when I do have my surgery, I can actually swap out my clothes for clothes that will fit me, so that my clothes that are actually decent can go to somebody else who is my size, who needs it. So
Yeah.
I'm not taking everybody's clothes away from them. All I'm going to do is find like smaller versions of something that is probably there, but I have a larger version of it. For example, one of the ladies who worked there, she also did part-time work at Torrid. And at the end of, it was March of last year. Last year? Nope, 2018. Yeah, because I was already into the communal living. I was called down there or like over to the place, and they had set aside an entire box worth of clothes from Torrid for me to go through. So there are bras and there are things that I thought that I would be able to wear. Some of these things have underwear. There's no way. And I've got these massive bras that are so beautiful, and I can't wear them because they're like way too big for me. So, yeah.
Yeah. My only 2 wire bras, like the rest are sports bras, that like the only 2 I have that fit me. They're both in the tightest setting, and there's like extra room in the cups too.
Right.
And it's just so awkward because I even tried like the other day. I'm like, maybe I can fit in the 38 bra again. Maybe I'm not again. Maybe I can fit into it. Maybe I can try again to fit into it.
Right.
And I couldn't even get it. Like, you know how some, like, sure, they're 38 and you're only 39 and you're like, come on, but it still has no stretch, none at all.
Yep.
So yeah.
And then watch, you're gonna bypass it, and you're gonna be like, I sneezed, and now this is too big on me, and great.
Exactly. It's so funny because basically, if you don't know about bras, which most of us know, but it goes like 40, 42, 46 or something, and then like after 40 it goes down to 38. I'm a 39. What do I do?
See, and
I wear the 40, I guess, right?
For me, because of how short I am and how everything is proportioned, I can't wear wire bras like at all.
Yeah.
Because
pretty
my
much.
stomach starts directly, like not even an inch after the girl's end. Like, you guys are getting a whole TMI moment. Just deal with yourselves. Like, the underwire is just, it's vicious. It is torture. Don't do this to people. If you love somebody and they go to put one of those bras on, tell them no, because you care about them too much. Walk them away from that. Okay?
Yeah.
Give them a puppy. Like,
for me, it's just so tight and pointy, and I don't know. I just don't like them much. I wear sports bras a lot, but sometimes I'll just take the wire right out. Oh, oh my gosh, is it that late?
It is 5 o'clock for you.
Yeah, that's just for medication. It's no big deal. I was just surprised that
It's
it's
kind of a big deal because it's for medication.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Keep my uterus empty. I mean, I guess suppose.
Oh, your mama's running away, honey.
Yeah. Okay. I just see. Yes.
It was very nice to finally meet you, Mrs. Panda.
Mummy.
Mama
Mrs. Panda Mummy. Bye, Mummy.
Thank you for visiting. You're wonderful. And you're beautiful because you created that, so you've got to be beautiful. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I love that everybody is a part of the Panda Pack and that now we get a Mama Panda too. Like, I'm so, yes. We will see each other again.
Yeah. So I was having a bit of a hard day last couple days. And I noticed something today. I noticed that I'm PMSing.
Yeah. That changes a lot of things. And like, seriously, there are so many things that I'm like, I have gone through my life and went, damn, I'm not that much. Like, it takes a lot for me to admit that, like, I can even be that catty. And there are times that I've just been like, I don't even want to be near myself right now. Like, where was that coming from? Like, yeah, I get that. So, yeah, totally understandable. So, okay, what I was going to ask you is, when you get into that mode, I call it my chocolate phase. And it is the only time during the month that I actively want chocolate. Like I could eat chocolate all the time, obviously, because
So I just want everything. It's getting better though.
Basically what I was going to say is there something that used to be the trigger, but you've been able to find a substitute for it? So you can still have your trigger because you can't get rid of PMS. Like, is there something that you are healthily doing instead?
Ice cream, and there's 2 substitutes. Frozen yogurt, and then honestly, if I want to have this one way more often, just frozen berries with some almond milk. It can even be unsweetened almond milk.
Yep.
Then the almond milk is freezing to the berries and they're turning like to ice cream, and you kind of mash it a little bit as you go and stir it. Oh, so good. My she's not really my dietitian or nutritionist, but a friend of mine, my friend's cousin that I was speaking to for a bit, she was giving me some guidance, and this is like her job, and well, she's her passion and what she wants to do. So like I try not to bug her too much, but I had a few questions and she really helped me and talked to me for quite a bit, like sometimes for a while. Maybe I'll ask her if I can plug her on my social media so she can meet some new
That would be
clients.
great. Like I'm waiting for the point where I can actually be like, okay, I'm doxing myself to the point where now I will be able to get give Laura's stuff that she sells, and then we've already had this discussion. At some point, I'm going to be like, come on my channel, we're going to sit down and we're going to have a nice little chat. And at some point, we are actually going to do like a live stream with her there. And if it's here, then it's going to be with Memphis. And if there is a flea lion running around, otherwise we will be at her place where we'll probably be, because it would make more sense to be there, because that is where her business is. Well, her slowly growing business. And then you guys can meet like Little Miss Latte, Ruby Tuesday, whatever her name is today. She's ended up being named just Kitten. And you have to pronounce it the certain way, because otherwise she'll just kind of like walk out. But you're like, Kitten, Kitten. And then she comes like barreling out, like she like trips over herself. Like, oh my goodness, this cat is just drives me crazy. So cute. So yeah, at some point I'm going to do that. But I have wondered a few times, like, what would I do if I got to the stage where like Coldest was emailing me, asking me to do a sponsorship. I mean, I'm going to tell everybody right now, I've got 210 subscribers. Like, it's not going to happen anytime soon. I'm just saying, like, who would be the person that, like, what company would you want to be sponsoring you? Where did you go?
Me? What?
Did you just totally zone out while I was talking and nobody heard me? Oh my God.
Shoot. See, I was listening and then I got a notification.
Okay.
And then my mind went blank.
It's all good. It's all good. What place, like, for me, it's going to be Laura first and then somebody else. Who would
the kitten?
What?
The kitten. Oh my goodness.
What place would you want to be sponsored by? Like, what company, what organization, whatever.
Oh, well, okay. So like speaking from a fashionable standpoint, but like not, maybe not actually, I don't know, but Dolls Kill comes to mind, but they're not sustainable. Apparently, they're not a very good company, apparently. So, but that's like on the fashion kind of like idea side of my brain, I guess. But like, like literally and logistically, like Amazon, like, man, like,
I don't think that Amazon would actually be the one that,
yeah.
like, I'm thinking like Vaseline because I use that, or Candid Dry, but it wouldn't be that because I mean I'm not going to be drinking anything carbonated after this. So
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something because like I assume that in the future I'll like, I mean far future, that I'll be approached by like skinny tea and skinny pills and this and that. I would never want to do that. So I'm trying to think of but right, the question isn't who, like, okay, if you could pick anyone. So I can pick anyone. It doesn't matter. So honestly, I really like my protein powder, so maybe even Vega, but I wouldn't do it if they wanted me to say, "Oh, this makes you lose weight," because it doesn't work that way.
right.
So definitely like that. Or I don't know, like would Walmart do a sponsorship like for the weights and this food scale and the yoga mat? That's where I got all that stuff.
I'm not sure. And welcome to hour 3, everybody, by the way. Yeah, deal with yourself. I think that I would probably have, I don't know, maybe Fixsmith, which is the, Fixsmith is the one that does the canvases that I really, really love, the flat ones.
She stayed up late for me.
Mm-hmm. I know this.
Fudge.
I will say that after this hauls, I will probably need to go like within the next half hour so I can actually get some food into me other than one bag of oatmeal. Probably a couple pieces of celery. That's one of my go-tos.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel the same way. It's just sometimes I get like I get kind of into it. I'm just like, no, it's fine. I'll wait till everybody else wants to go, or like I'll do this or like, yeah. But yeah, I was starting to feel hungry.
I am really impressed with your pace through all of this. Like, for myself, the very first one that I did, yes, I realized there was like a lot of hype behind it, and what it meant was so much more than just like me coming on a live stream. You have kept this pace constant, and it has not lulled in any way. So that's on you, and congratulations, whatever word that was when it wanted to be when it grew up. Congratulations on having a very successful first live stream.
Thank you.
I'm just so touched that you get to like look at all these beautiful people who are around, and they get like your panda pack is started. Like this is your OG people.
Yeah, I'll definitely enjoy this while it lasts.
I think this is going to be something that is going to be very easy for you to be like, okay, I've already done one live stream.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I honestly, if it were for me, if I had a webcam instead of the camcorder, or if Fiona could move around easier, I would just be like spot ones. You know how like Mimi does? How Miriam does her like 2-minute ones and stuff like that? I love those little bursted ones. Like they're so cute. And that's the one like Sarah had posted. I love those tiny ones.
Yeah. Yeah, Sarah, I just thought of it like out of the blue, and I asked like 3 people, what do you like better, Panda Pack or Bear Bunch? And all 3 people said Panda Pack. All of them.
Yep. I love Mimi as well. Like there is a level of sass that woman brings to every conversation. You know, like you can watch a Mimi vid and it could be completely nothing about food, nothing about weight loss. And she's just like doing her Ipsy one. And there will be like one tiny little zinger that will go by and you're going to be like, whoa, I think Amber just got like 3rd-degree sunburn. Like, holy crap, that was a good burn. Like, it was just like gone. I love watching her because she's got that passion. She's feisty and she's beautiful. And I would love to be in her energy zone, like flat out. She would be somebody that I want to like read her energy, do that. Yeah, she's awesome.
How, Kelly? I don't get it.
Honestly, I was thinking the same thing because Bear Bunch, if you think about it, like people are bare naked, and then you've got like a bunch of people who are like, okay, so basically you are a PR person for a nudist colony, like maybe. Kelly's a perv.
But I'm a perv and I don't get it. So oh wait, but I get it now because Pix explained it. Yeah, all right.
You were so funny.
I misspoke. I meant to say I didn't get it before.
You were so funny. Okay, I'm going to slowly head out. I will say thank you to everybody that I got to hang out with and not on my own channel. So I am so proud of you, kiddo. Seriously.
Couldn't without you. And something positive I'll leave it with is before I did my interview, I watched Obesity on Chairs the entire, like half the time I did my makeup.
Right.
You just got me so freaking ready to go like speak my mind and be like, yeah, how can people be like this? And like, and I was just like nodding my head and just like, yeah, like I wanted to make sure I didn't watch anything that would make me cry by accident because you're just so strong and inspiring. So I was like, well, if we're talking about chairs, hopefully I won't cry while I'm doing my makeup. But you gave me so much extra courage, and thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm humbled by that. Like, I don't know how to take these compliments that I'm receiving. Like, one lady like blasted me yesterday, but in a good way. Like, she took my thing and then she was like, put it on blast and was like, every single word, all of this. And I'm like, who are you and why are you screaming that I did something good? Like, like my brain's still like, I'm like, I expected 10 people at the most for 2019 to be on my subscribers list. Like,
yeah, pretty much same.
And I mean, yes, it's a very small account right now, but I guarantee that the next time you'll have at least one or two more. And then the best part of this is every single time that you've got these people in here, they all see you for you. So if something ever happens that there's a validity check, they're not going to doubt any of that. It's going to be, no, Panda's this way. She doesn't ALR. She doesn't do the Chantel thing. That shit doesn't work here. We're going to shut that down. We know Panda. Like, what you put out here is what we will respect and what we see. And that's what we wanted and have successfully been given. I'm just going to let her sit there for a minute. I know it takes a lot to be able to say that one word, though, doesn't it? Because we've been taught in society for so long that women don't accept compliments. Women don't say thank you. Women don't do these things because saying that is egotistical and you're, way too overconfident and stuff like that. So I'm just going to tell everybody, you are fabulous the way you are right now. If you're not, then work on it. There you go. And I hope everybody knows the Panda outro.
Yeah. Well, Thank you so much, Pix, for being here. I love you guys. I love you all. And remember, always love yourself and be yourself, because those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
You can click the end broadcast up in the top corner.